guys, let's just have like a little fun. Let's get back into it. Okay, let's do some more silly goosery. Let's have some more fun. I guess Ethan responded to Keffals. That's fun. Why not? Also, I heard Mudahar is going to make a video about Keffals. It's probably I mentioned it before, but I think that might be it for the old Kefster. It's going to be brutal. You know, I think Mudahar is probably one of the most reputable people on the old social media. One of the more, you know what I mean? I think that might be it for her. So, hey, it's content season, baby. Anyway, let's kind of get into this. Yeah, cool.
Time on this platform.
That's not the video.
And let's get into the Keffals stuff.
Yeah, let's talk about what's in the thumbnail for once.
Yeah. So the Keffals, she made a video.
They're really going. They really keep. I mean, I guess I'm content farming it too. I figured they would have moved on by now, though. You know what I mean?
About me. She had been.
Somebody asked me if I get bored just before actually we started this. Do I get bored of covering this kind of stuff? And my answer was not really. I mean, I'm just kind of sitting here chillaxing. You know, I'm just sitting here chillaxing. I'm hanging out, and I get to play Vampire Survivors while we do this content. You know, it's not that bad.
She had made like tweets and talked about me in live streams.
Yeah.
And she was like, I will put everything I have on the line to defend Vosh consumption of child pornographic drawings.
Wow. That's what a beautiful sentiment. Is that what she actually said?
Mm-hmm.
She said, here's where I will make my stand.
On Lolly Hill.
Lolly Hill is
Yep. That sounds pretty good.
where I choose to die. She's like 300, you know, where they like, here's the spot, except it's on Lolly Hill.
Yep.
300. Except they're not defending, what's the name of the city? Sparta. They weren't defending Sparta. She's just defending drawn child pornography. Kind of the same, it's like the same right.
Oh yeah, you can't say that, guys, because technically that's not what it is. People keep getting upset. I don't understand. People are like, well, it's not the same. It's not. It's not the same thing as like an actual, you know, person. But it's as close as you can get without it being a person. You know, it's like, see, so weird.
Just battle. So there's this video that I want to look over some of my favorite parts, but there's also other really fun Vosh updates. Like this one guy who we said he's a self-admitted pedophile, Mr. Girl. He got upset that he's demanding a retraction, but I don't think I went far enough in my description of him, Frank.
No, probably didn't. Mr. Girl's a really bad person.
Really?
Yeah, Mr. Girl's a horrendously bad person.
Yeah. But you're not gonna believe this shit. There's just like a whole group of these people out there. It's blowing my fucking brain out. And I know I'm not the only one. I know y'all are just...
Damn. This is the mainstream coverage that Mr. Girl wanted, I thought, though, right? Like, this is what happens when you're like a sick person and you get more mainstream coverage, you know? So...
And it's not like
damn, he should have never burned his destiny bridge. Then he would have somebody to defend him.
I want to keep talking about this like so much, but we can't let the pedos win. They need to be snubbed out, grounded to dust. You know what I mean? There's no space for ethical consumption of CP, drawn or otherwise.
True, I agree with you, Ethan. That's a good. I like that. We could all agree on that. The Leviathans are gooning right now. Do I think that Lolly is a gateway to CP? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Probably, I guess. I mean, it certainly can't be good. I don't know, dude. It's just like, hey, don't make it available. Because, guys, in a moral society, we wouldn't punish the people consuming the content. Just the people who create. Just the people who created the content. I don't know, dude. I feel like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's not good.
So cute. He even sleeps in the cutest spots.
Yeah, so funny.
Funny boy. So, let's just start from the top, I guess. We'll have a lot of fun here.
Okay.
Talking about our dear friend, Keffals.
What is that audio? Why do they keep playing this audio?
What's that about? So Keffals starts her video by saying I implied her and...
Oh yeah, we watched that video. It was just stupid. Keffals' video was like bad. It's not going to help Vosh. It's just going to make it worse. I wonder how Vosh would approach that. Keffals, I appreciate the help, but you're making everything so much worse with your dog shit video.
Tipster are pedos. Let's take a look.
I think that people need to...
Bro, the way that she makes The way that she like symbolizes when she talks is so annoying.
Wow, has Vosh even streamed yet? I'm just trying to see because I thought he was gonna. I thought he was gonna respond, but instead he has not responded.
It is very hard to watch.
Is this it?
Well, let me show you. It's like the chair moves up and down. Like, what the fuck does that even have to do with talking? Maybe just move the mouth. Like, what?
It's a VTuber, Ethan. Don't piss off the VTuber community because we will come for you, okay?
This is dumb shit. Look.
To be careful
But not to you because you're an adult.
about false allegations of pedophilia.
Wait,
And
this
in
is
fact,
her
This is her channel.
Her
character?
avatar, yeah.
Her
I didn't know that this was her thing, but like, why the chair moving
Because
up
it's
and down?
I didn't think it was her thing either. I thought that her thing was weaponizing her identity. I didn't know this.
kind of ironic considering the topic. Looks
It's funny.
like,
A child?
yeah.
It
That's
does
funny.
actually. I mean, that's a child in like a dog outfit, right? And I mean, geez,
No, it's called kawaii. Did I say it right? Kawaii. It's just kawaii, dude. It's just kawaii. Oh, guys, it's just kawaii. Don't worry. It's just cute. Watch that he's going to do a comeback, but it'll take several days to make a comeback video he wants to make. Okay, gotcha. Cool beans, man. I'm so excited.
can't even reach the bottom.
This is actually just a short stack in a chair.
They're just bobbing up and down in the chair, which is obviously way too big for them. Kids need special barber chairs.
I've never seen her videos.
Why
True.
do you have a
This
barber
is new,
chair?
I didn't. I was a big kid.
new to me.
This is all bananas.
Hmm.
So it's called Vosh and the Hypocrisy of Ethan Klein. All right.
I don't think that's what it was originally called. Somebody said it was called something much more antagonistic, but Keffals quickly changed it to something else like Schminglebang.
Oh, and by the way,
The title is so
Kawaii.
serious, and then this is the footage. I didn't realize.
video is
Oni-chan.
just so you know
Yeah.
why we're doing this.
Hmm.
This has 27,000 views. Not a lot, but and after 8 hours. But 22.
Tell you, that's a lot for me, man. A lot for me.
4,000 likes. This is a community of people out here
Mm.
who need to be ground into torse glue. Like, no space.
Oh my god.
We don't want you. There's no space.
Yeah. Damn, Ethan's really taking this personally now. Oh my god. I mean, it is weird. You know, it is very weird. I get why he's so like offended by it. Sure.
For y'all to be, you guys need to go back to the shadows and talk about CP, Tron CP there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't
agree.
do it on YouTube. We don't want to see it. We don't like it. Remember the Venn diagram?
Okay. I don't know what he's
Adult,
referring to.
human, consenting, we love. We love. Everything else, and I mean everything else,
Mm.
we do not love it.
Okay, fair enough.
Let me go to the beginning, yeah. She starts this motherfucker off with
That's chibi? What is called kawaii then? Kawaii. What is dude, I don't like weebs. What is chibi? What? What is this? Dude, I don't care. What's the difference? Chibi style easily falls under the Japanese category of kawaii, with the specific proportions being exaggerated in a way that they okay, so it's a sub categorization what you're saying. Just so you know, you're wrong. You're wrong. But also right. I don't know. I don't want this is the worst part about this whole Keffals Vosh thing. I guess put Tipster in there. Is that we're learning more about obnoxious weeb Japanese culture. So it's a terrible thing.
memory of Tony Winchester, who was the RS
Why?
Glory and Gold.
Why bring him up? What?
Because that's what I said. Like, why? This is like she's weaponizing this dude's legacy. He's passed away. Like, you know what I mean? It's just another tool.
The hell?
He, first of all, I'm speechless with that one.
Yeah.
Apparently, she mentions him in the video.
What?
She compares what I said to wait, what? Hold on. Let me catch up on some notes here.
You should basically compare the situation of
I was out of frame.
yeah. She was comparing us talking about someone on the show with false allegations. She was calling it false allegations and comparing it to the Tony situation, basically.
RS
Oh,
Glory
that
and
is
Gold.
so
He's
different.
a friend of the show, and he's a dear
Yeah.
friend, and he passed away of
And he
cancer
passed
recently.
away, so don't even.
And I
use
spoke with the
this.
phone on him many times throughout that process, and we were friendly and we were close. And the fact that she's even trying to memorialize him by inserting him into a conversation about
Mhm.
child pornography is fucking
So
bananas.
wrong.
It is. It's disgusting. It's very disrespectful. I mean, in general, I don't think that there's a huge reason to really talk about this guy in the first place. As far as his legacy being about this, you know what I mean? Like, if you're going to talk about the guy, talk about it not in this capacity. don't make his legacy like. Remember when he had a false allegation? I just think that's kind of cruel. But certainly don't diminish what happened to him and compare it to Vosh, who was caught with a goblin short stack, a chibi, Kaiway, lolicon. It's crazy.
You know who's doing what Kim started? You, by inserting him in this conversation. But go ahead, dummy. Demon.
Here comes the baby.
She seems to be more of a stuffed animal. Because, like, I don't know what that means.
Stuffed with horse cum, yeah.
But, she falls off the chair. No limbs move.
Hello, everyone.
Was that her? Yeah.
That was Tony.
That's Tony doing the walk.
No, but who did that? Zach or her?
Oh, Zach.
No, that wasn't.
Oh, wait, that was in the video?
Yeah.
What a dumb fucking bitch. How dare you? I know it's
Whose voice is the Wahoo?
Tony here. I can believe that.
Yeah, I just assumed that was...
Dude, you have
Is that Tony's voice or is that Keffals' pre-transition voice? I don't understand.
no shame.
I'm sorry, that's a little. Maybe that's a little far. Sorry.
That's pretty bad.
I have a Yahoo, but it's not Tony.
I just assumed.
Right, that's
That was his trademark, the Tony. Whoa, man. That is dumb.
Oh, that's fucked up. This Keffals person is very unlikable. It's kind of gross. I mean, this just for this Tony thing alone is really. I didn't think it was this bad when I watched the video first.
that's just gross.
That is demon behavior. All right, go ahead, demon.
Hello, everyone. As I'm sure you're
Hello, everyone. As I'm sure as you all know, the longer that you interact with me as a person, the worse I get. The worse you realize I am. I can't wait for Ethan's retraction to his conversation with Keffals. Like I didn't realize she was this bad of a person.
you're all aware, this has been quite a chaotic week for me. The situation has taken up a lot more time than I
Are we
would have liked.
seriously gonna sit and stare at this?
It's honestly the worst.
Can we put up a picture of her instead?
Yeah, or can we get when it's rolling some like ASMR,
Yeah.
Sand cutting maybe?
ADHD stuff? Because this is not it. Keffals, and here I'm going to give
sorry.
you free advice because I care about creators. Anything but this. Put a still image.
Anything but this, please.
I think cutting between still images, like Too Lazy to Try, he just has a picture of George Costanza.
That's better.
And it works.
It honestly is better.
This is the worst
true.
thing.
I don't want to see a baby bouncing on a chair.
Yeah,
Did she say it's been a rough week for her?
she did say that, yeah.
Didn't she
Yeah, she's making it about her, dude.
interject herself into this?
Yeah,
I get
nobody.
it.
Absolutely.
That was a choice.
She continues to interject herself into this.
Same here, dude. It's fun.
She likes it, I guess.
She literally stepped out. Vosh was in front of a firing squad, and she stepped in front of him and said, no, he did
You will have to
nothing
get
wrong.
from me first.
This man did
Absolutely
nothing wrong. I
is.
will take his bullets. And they still shot, but those were armor piercing and it killed them both.
Damn.
And this is a nice analogy. No, you know what I mean?
If only Tipster stood in the way, then maybe the bullets wouldn't have made it through.
Not it's just an analogy. Nobody's doing a firing squad.
Same, right?
I don't even own a gun. I do, but not a firing squad gun.
Stop.
It's a shotgun. It's not for firing squad situations.
Dude, I saw an automatic shotgun today on the TikTok. I think it was fucking crazy.
I'm just being transparent
You can move on.
because they usually use like muskets or rifles in that kind of scenario.
Absolutely not to.
Well,
Okay.
because they haven't done it in a while.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble. In big trouble.
Anyway, it's just an analogy. I don't wish anybody harm.
Speaking you.
All right, Jordan. Thank you. Maybe he's right this time.
to too.
Can I see the screen? Yeah. Who's
As I've been
that?
trying to dedicate more time to working on my new channel.
$5.
Yo.
Popping in to say that you bringing up horse wine at a lowly body is a wrinkle that I feel is also important to Vosh creepy.
What? Probably to say that you bringing up horse wiener to lollybody was a wrinkle that I feel. What? This is weird. Okay, I don't even know what that you're talking about, but I agree. That's all I have to say.
I'm scared
You
of
can
it.
go to the
While I
first
was
timestamp.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a lot
Oh, this is a
pretty
40-minute video?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
It was actually 37 minutes.
Request $50 requesting kinetic sand over this video.
That's what I'm asking
Yeah.
for.
Thank you.
I mean, if Bella says it.
Please
Yeah.
cover it. Please, I'm begging you.
I think that people
So we're
need
going to
to
the first step
There we
where
go.
she.
Nice.
Okay, good.
Oh, I see.
Can you just put it over her avatar?
Wow, you better credit the person who originally made kinetic sand, right? Am I right, fellas?
Can we
Yeah,
put
It's
the
going in the
bouncing?
middle of the screen.
Yeah, that's better. That's much better.
A little bit bigger.
Yeah, bigger. That's good. Move it down a little bit.
There we go.
Perfect.
The dog's going to bounce downward, so we need to be careful not because that's going to be annoying, but we'll see.
I think it's got enough coverage.
So here's the first timestamp we have. Keffals says I implied that her and Tipster are pedos. Go ahead.
Okay.
be careful about false
I
allegations.
mean, I just wouldn't be trying to run defense for this kind of stuff. Maybe people wouldn't call you that. This is probably one of the more normal accusations.
Of pedophilia. And in fact, this was something that Ethan Klein knew all too well, because he rightfully put Keemstar on blast back in 2016.
That thumbnail.
I don't really like her voice in here. Like, it's just so performative. It's like somebody trying to be a news anchor but not very good at it, you know?
So good, by the way.
So good.
Legendary. I saw some people saying, I didn't see it myself, but I saw people saying that the original title of this video was Content Nuke Ethan Klein.
Yeah, that's what somebody told me too.
Girl, this is not a content.
Oh,
this is a dog. This is a
nice
one
try.
frame of a dog bouncing up and down. This is like a content fizzle. It's a content. It's a content pop rock.
This was the first thing Sam ever did for the show. She made
Thank you. Congratulations on your Steam achievement. Thank you for my game.
this one.
Oh,
Oh,
my
that's right.
God.
I think it was the first thing.
Whoa.
Actually, no. There was another thing before that. I made I think it was a
Oh, I thought that was Olivia. Sorry.
Trisha bachelorette thumbnail or something like
Uh-huh.
that. I think that was
Yes.
the first thing.
were you freelancing or were you working for us?
Wow.
Ian's ghostwriter, wasn't
I think it was Ian's ghostwriter, right?
Wait, what?
Ian's Ghostwriter. Who's Ian?
I said,
What'd you say?
Oh, yes. Yeah, it was freelance.
yeah. What do you guys mean, Ian's ghostwriter?
That like she did it for Ian. Like Ian asked her
Gotcha.
for help.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got
I
it.
don't know. I always credited that.
I'm assuming it's somebody on the stream, but I don't know about. Not super interested in anybody except for Ethan and Hila, to be honest with you. I never really have been.
The brains behind
Okay,
the conversation
fair
over here. No ghostwriters.
No ghostwriting, baby.
Yeah, chill.
We don't believe in ghostwriting.
Chill with accusations.
Yeah, you literally.
Yeah, Dan.
They are
I think I
perfect.
said before Dan. Her mic wasn't on. I was just trying to cover. No one was answering. That's why.
So, however, and I'll remind you
I
guys,
can't believe Dan orchestrated this whole entire Vosh hit piece, dude. It's crazy.
8.3 million views is a lot. This video was immediately yelled.
And is the girlfriend or boyfriend's on the stream too? So much nepotism, bro. Hire a black person, Ethan. You racist.
Because
They probably wouldn't even be comfortable there. You guys probably talk about racist stuff. And I don't know. I don't have jokes today. Sorry, guys. I'm groggy. Okay. I woke up. I had to shovel snow. I didn't get to sleep enough. Went to the gym. Couldn't even finish walking for an hour. I'm so just burnt out. My back hurts in a sore way, not like a bad way necessarily. I'm just tired. So I'm not gonna be on it today.
we talked in length, which I thought was absolutely crucial to the video, and I didn't want to cut it, was the section about etika, which involves heavy issues of unaliving stuff.
Yeah.
And
I also kind of see the same thing with etika. Like, at some point we have to stop just talking about him when it comes to his death, and maybe because that really shouldn't be his legacy, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So Keemstar obviously had a very negative impact in that scenario, but it might be good to let him rest unless you talk about the positives, make people smile and stuff. You know what I mean?
It was on a mature rating, so I feel like if this one wasn't, it would have done crazy more. This is a great video.
I also think it might have been the greatest song ever written, that Keemstar song.
Keemstar's a rat.
Nibble on
I
your
forgot
cheese.
about it.
Dude, we went all out on this
Yeah.
fucking video.
Yeah.
And at the time, man, we had to.
We had to.
And it was great.
It was good to get it all out.
Me and Ian, remember, dude, we were in the trenches for a long time planning that video.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember the
The
document.
document was nuts, man. Yeah. It's a good video if anyone wants to watch it.
For falsely accusing RuneScape Twitch streamer Tony Winchester of being a pedophile, resulting in years-long intense harassment.
He falsely accused an elderly streamer of being a convicted pedophile. Ugh. I mean, how does he ever even live this one down? And do you know what his evidence was? Wait for it. He looked like the guy in the photo.
Whoa, me too. Wait, what?
Yeah, that's it. Now, Keemstar likes to act like him and Tony are all good. But here's a clip.
Keffals,
Okay, why
you
can
understand what a moron you are, right?
Yeah, she included you explaining exactly why this is a totally different situation.
Totally.
Why did you include that clip?
Yeah. Well, because she wants to make sure you don't think she's bad faith, guys.
What the fuck is
Like
wrong?
what?
I mean, this is the problem. We're in a scenario where after Keffals' video, she's either dumb or dishonest, and it's like, which one is worse? Because it's really dumb, you know?
You look like a moron. And this is what I'm saying. I find it suspicious that you all are
Because these two situations are not even close to comparable to each other.
so desperate to prove that Vosh did nothing wrong. It makes me wonder, frankly.
I think it would be better for Vosh if his friends were like, we're still friends with Vosh. We don't think he's a bad guy, but this is definitely like inappropriate, and we understand why it doesn't look good. If they just said that, I feel like it would have been better, because then you have like, okay, so let's say Vosh's closest friends, if he even has any. Well, I guess they would be Keffals and Tipster. Like, incredible, honestly. It's fucking those would be like my number 1 and 2 picks, to be my friends. But let's say they were like, yeah, we see this. We're still friends with Vosh. We think he's a good guy, but this is definitely like blemishing for him in his career, and he needs to own it. Then Vosh looks better, because now people are like, oh, he's not around people who enable his bad behavior. But instead, they're not only just saying, hey, we think he's a good guy, which, fine, do your thing, but they're defending the bad behavior instead of being like, yeah, it is gross. That would have been it. And then people would be like, okay, whether it was intentional or subconscious or what, they would be like, okay, at least this guy's around people. His friends are people who think that his behavior is deplorable. Like, there's still hope. But instead, now all they're going to think is like, oh, this guy is just surrounded by people who think exactly like him, think that what this is like appropriate. It's just none of it looks good. You guys got to do better at your coordinated defenses. You guys have to look at the optics of it better. because you could have Vosh could have came out the other side with significantly less damaged. But you guys aren't smart enough to do optics. You guys don't understand that. You guys are too fucking brain rot politicked out to think about it from that perspective. I'd be great at it. I'd be great at manipulating the masses because I know how to act really dumb, which is just what I've been doing for the past year or so. You gotta turn it on when you gotta turn it on sometimes. You gotta turn on the manipulation. I'm just kidding, but seriously, like that would have looked a lot better.
Keemstar made up that this dude is a pedophile with zero evidence, zero backing, straight out of.
But they both were old and white and had gray hair.
Mist out of the ether. You guys,
wow, Keemstar saying, well, white people look the same. It's kind of racist, am I right?
on the other hand, are openly defending drawn child pornography. Vosh has it on his computer. We saw it. We saw it.
That's the reason we started talking about it.
He says
I keep saying it.
he literally went on camera and said, "I understand why people thought this was lolly, and also the artist is a lolly artist."
Yeah,
Are you really this dumb that you believe that this is comparable at all to bring this beloved
You're right. I don't need to act stupid. I already am.
character into a conversation about CP?
CP?
To do a memorial in the
Chinese propaganda? What?
beginning? What the fuck?
He's also literally quoted saying everybody's jerked it to lolly at some point.
He's on video saying.
We played that. He said that.
And then he said everybody's jerking to lolly, don't lie. And then he goes, anyone who's attracted to lolly is attracted to children.
Right. Yeah, he did say
Yeah, he said that too.
That's the one too.
Yeah.
So, Keffals, you want to retake this, you dummy?
Damn. He's pulling out the dummy card, dude. It's over. The bridge has been burned, dude.
Why would you call us pedophiles?
Dumb.
You, Keemstar just made it up about this guy. Yeah, and well, he didn't have any evidence, man. And unfortunately, Keffy, baby.
You dumb motherfucker.
Keffy, baby.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That looks pretty dumb. Rest in peace, Tony, for real, though. He's a good dude. He's a cool guy.
Rest in pickles,
dude
baby.
loved RuneScape till the end.
Hell yeah.
What?
Bro, I wish I loved video games that much. I mean, I guess I play this all the time. Well, only when I'm streaming, really. But like, I don't know. I don't like games enough to even play Dantavius. It's like, hey, you gonna play WoW again? I don't got it in me, man. I don't know. I just keep jumping from game to game. Nothing truly makes me like really sit on a game. I'm not happy. I'm happy as a person. I'm just not happy with like the games I'm playing. Am I the only person who feels this way, or is it just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. My chair is also a little bit uncomfortable, so it makes it difficult to sit here. When I do my office downstairs, I'm gonna like really rizz it up.
What a legend.
Yeah,
Dedicated.
play that shit day in and day out
Fucking
for
RuneScape.
years.
Legend. Grinding.
Yeah.
That was always my idea when I was like a younger man. Of like when I was playing WoW and EverQuest, I was like, man, when I'm old and retired, I just want to game
Just drop
hard.
game
Me
all day.
too.
He did that.
I live the dream.
That's
He
cool.
did that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick.
Keffals believes. Yeah, we just talked about this.
I've never played RuneScape. I don't think it's something I'd get into.
Ethan does not. Now, let me make something clear. I don't know if Keffals, Vosh, or Tipster are pedophiles.
Right.
And that's not something I would ever claim to know. I've been quite careful and intentional with the way I've worded things.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like he has been too. Like his people have been telling him to make sure to not call the the Alali the same as CP. They even had like a small discussion. I remember them having of like where Ethan's like, is it okay for me to call it like drawn CP? And they were like, maybe, I guess, we don't know. Like it's not the same thing. And, like they were being pretty careful, I would say, overall. So maybe I'm not a gamer. True. I just like my wife too much. I want to hang out with her. She doesn't like games.
You guys are defending drawn child pornography. Does that mean you're a pedophile? Well, according to Vosh's analysis, it does. I don't know that.
No pedo.
I don't know that. I don't know.
I never did.
I mean, the facts is this. Vosh consumes lolly.
Based.
This is undisputed.
And
It's
also,
undisputed.
what we showed is us having an
Bro,
issue.
does anybody have that clip? I saw the clip. Oh, it might be in the Discord. Where Tipster's like throwing out his fucking Dragon Ball Z because there might be a lolly in it or something. It's like, come on, man. You're embarrassing yourself. What are you doing?
You with all of these factors combined and all of the sentiments and stuff he said on the show. Everything, when you combine it all together, it's creating an uncomfortable picture.
There's like 100 data points of evidence.
Yes.
And she goes, it's just the same thing as Keemstar making it up out of thin air. Dumb. You're dumb. You're so dumb. So, like, we know Vosh consumes drawn CP. And according to his own logic, that means he's attracted to kids. Now, what I know is that you guys are defending him.
I think this is it. You guys are content gooners here. One second.
Right. The other thing I want to do really quickly before I wrap up this segment is I do want to apologize to some of my friends who I care a lot about. One of those friends being Keffals. When I
Yo, for real, doesn't Tipster's friends always get him in trouble? Like, isn't he friends with people and then the friendship falls apart like instantaneously? Like, wasn't he friends with like Bo Blacks and Augie and Nicholas Diorio, and then that didn't go well? And then he was friends with Keemstar, and then that didn't go well. And then he was like, you know, he's friends with somebody who liked some kind of lolicon picture, and then he defended that weirdly enough, which was so bizarre. And then that didn't go well. And now he's friends with Keffals, and this isn't going well. And then he's friends with Vosh, and that's not going well. It's like, when are you gonna grow up like a real man and just be best friends with your wife and have no other friends? Be a normal man and just be friends with your wife and her friends. Like a normal man, okay? What happened? What are you doing? Why? I don't know, dude. Riding or dying for people on Twitter, the internet. Like, don't you complain a lot about how toxic things are? Like, don't you realize you're part of the toxicity? You know what I mean? Like, Twitter's toxic. Everybody on there. It's not like a specific amorphous community. It's everybody. Just stop consuming it. Just get off of it. You're a grown man. Hang out with your wife more or something, bro. I don't know. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, dog? Come on. Get your shit together.
I tweeted the tweet with my criticism of H3. I did try to tweet it in a way that it wasn't aggressive, or I wasn't trying to be like crazy.
And also, you don't even make money on Twitter. Why are you on Twitter fucking all day saying stuff and responding to people? What?
Easy, argumentative, or whatever. I wanted to state my criticism, but I didn't want to be a dick about it. Okay?
You're a cool guy, man.
I tweeted that tweet. I went to bed, and I woke up to utter fucking chaos.
I don't know what tweet he's talking about.
Because
I heard, and this could be wrong, so you correct me if I'm wrong. 100%. I saw something where he was like, him and Keffals were liking a bunch of pictures of Lolly stuff. Maybe that was the last time, just as like just to prove a point or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just completely wrong about that. I saw something about that. Can't help myself. You guys keep sending me stuff in the Discord. I think that was Mudahar's wife who said something like that. Maybe I should just look it up. Girlfriend? I don't know.
Ethan saw my tweet. Ethan didn't like my tweet, and Ethan responded to my tweet. As a result of that, I was getting a barrage of fucking hate. People were
So stop using Twitter. I'm getting a barrage of hate, so don't use Twitter. No.
Very fucking mad, and several of my friends came to my defense as a result of that. One of those people being Keffals. And because of that, they got so much shit. And I just want to take a moment to apologize to my friends for that. When I posted that tweet, I did not mean for that to happen, and I am genuinely sorry that you guys got harassed and attacked because of my actions.
So sad.
I learned from this experience that I
don't know how to find people's stuff on Twitter. I'm unironically dumb as shit. Somebody go find that.
I need to, before I do things, I need to better reflect on how
the commentary stuff ended because he called Bo Blacks a transphobe to try to get closer to Keffals. Wait, wasn't Keffals hitting on Bo Blacks or something though? Right? He was like hitting on her. She was hitting on him in private. And then it was kind of like weird. That's what I remember. It's a little uncomfortable. Okay.
My actions affect other people around me.
Wow. How old are you? You just learned this?
And I'm sorry that happened. Okay. None of you guys deserve to be attacked in that way. Sad. And
okay.
I take full accountability for that.
Crazy.
The other thing.
This is the virtue accountability. When somebody takes accountability for something, this could appear virtuous.
Is this whole experience has honestly ruined anime for me in general. I said it before, like hentai was never my thing, but if you're into hentai,
I usually like when I look at VR stuff, I pretty much exclusively sit on the hentai. I feel like it's just better. I don't know, like I don't really fantasize about sleeping with other girls. It's because like girls are, you know, whatever, but like a hentai with big bouncy boobs, dude. Oh, that's the fantasy, bro. Forget girls. Gay. You know what I mean? Make Chalk Zone real. I would hire an artist. Draw me something. What would I even draw, dude? Oh, I'd draw that fucking big nose girl from Hunter x Hunter. Oh, Pajongia? Pagora? Pakunda. Got there. Oh, I'd be all over that shit. I would say, here, Rudy, take the chalk, and draw me Pakunda. That'd be fucking crazy. Insane.
Honestly, just stay the fuck away from that shit, because holy fuck, like you could look at something that looks perfectly fine and then later find out it's lolly, and then you could find yourself in a situation like this.
You quite literally could never happen. Just to be clear, lolicon isn't even about age necessarily. It's about like something looking like a kid. Okay, now I've seen kids, and they're ugly. If you don't know something's a kid, you're weird. I don't know, maybe you have facial blindness. Okay, lolly is when something looks like 8 years old. It might be canonically 8. It might be canonically 1,000. It's still lolly. It doesn't matter. You can never look at something and go, oops, didn't realize that was lolly. Can't happen. It's impossible. Even if the character is 16, it's still inappropriate. But if they look like 20, it's still not lolly. You know what I mean? It's still weird. It's still not like it's so specific. It's in the definition. It's like, how do you accidentally jerked off to that 8-year-old? Oopsie poopsie. What are you talking about, dude? What are you doing? I don't know. I just feel like that's not convinced with this argument.
So this whole situation has honestly ruined anime for me so fucking much that I
anime's biggest loss.
Never want to watch anime again. I don't want anything to do with anime. I got my waist bin here.
He's just saying that because I think Crunchyroll took over or whatever, or Crunchyroll ended, and now everything's like triple the price because there's only one anime service.
And I got some of my anime.
What is it called?
We got Death Note, one of my favorites. Fuck it, throw it in the bin.
Note,
we got some Dragon Ball Z.
I would have wrote all Lolicon consumers in the Death Note. How about that?
Another great anime show. Throw it in the fucking bin.
Oh,
Robotech
no.
seems pretty
RoboCop.
harmless, but who knows? Maybe there's
I didn't know there was an anime in that.
some lolly in there. Throw it in the fucking
God.
bin. Ease, based on one of my favorite RPG franchises, in the fucking bin. Hell, I've got video games that are anime inspired. Those go in the bin too.
That's terrible.
Ease,
Oh no, Persona, don't go.
the video game, gone. The Final Fantasy games, there's probably some
Jesus.
lolly in there somewhere. Get
Dude, those are animated sprites. How do you even know?
rid of them. Final Fantasy VII remakes, gotta go.
No.
Catherine, pretty sure there might be something sussy in there. Let's get rid of it. And just for good measure, Ethan calls people he views as lolicons, he calls them lollipops. So we'll get rid of Lollipop Chainsaw, just to be on the fucking safe side.
Damn, I wonder if this is his idea of a joke. That's crazy, brother. Okay.
I'm so sick of anime at this point. I want nothing to fucking do with it.
I mean, I will say Dragon Ball, like, wasn't Master Roshi simping after like a 14-year-old Bulma? That was kind of weird, man.
No more anime in my house. I'm sorry, babe. I know you're in the other room. I know you still like Pokemon and shit like that. No more. No mas. It's Jover. No more anime in this house. Fuck that shit.
Definitely a proportionate.
That's where I'm suspicious of you.
Definitely a proportionate reaction if I ever saw one. That's crazy.
Guys, thank you with peace and love. Ethan does not care about right or wrong. He only cares about making money, she says.
Based.
That's a little anti-Semitic, if I'm going to be super hypersensitive about it. Because she says that I'm transphobic for, I don't even fucking know. I don't know if there's any followable logic there. But listen to this rampant anti-Semitism.
Just outright disgusting to me that Ethan Klein is willing to call people pedophiles seemingly without any consideration for the ramifications of his actions. And even more disgusting that he has put others on blast for doing the same thing that he is doing now. Of course, maybe over the years he stopped caring about right or wrong. As throughout most of his recent stream when he engaged in all of this vitriolic behavior, he made sure to let
I gotta say, dude, it's so much better with the way we're doing it, with the kinetic sand. It's so much
Just make sure you credit the kinetic sand to people that are pounding the sand.
better.
Hypnotize.
everyone know how much money he was making doing this.
And I'll tell you this, Vosh and friends, I am making money right now.
Yeah, I remember. I'm pretty sure he was just responding because Keffals or somebody said on Twitter, like, oh, you're just doing this for money. He's like, and then he's like, yeah, fuck it. I am making money, you know? I mean, yeah, but obviously we are motivated by money. It's if you start lying about it for money, which is where the problem turns into, you know? And I know that sometimes people will talk a topic to death, like this one. Obviously, we're talking about a lot, so is Ethan. But I feel like Ethan's coverage hasn't been, like, hyperbolic. I feel like he hasn't really been sensationalizing it. I mean, it's continuing, although Keffals is kind of the reason why at this point. It's been continuing. But I wouldn't say he's, like, hyperbolic. I mean, he's not even calling people... I would say he's not even really calling people who consume this stuff, like, necessarily lollies. Or, excuse me, necessarily, like, pedophiles. Like, he's being, I would say, pretty proportionate. He's not, like, morally outraged in this, like, way that is inappropriate or disproportionate. I think he's on the nose. I feel like, yeah, I mean, so...
And I hope that...
me too, same.
bothers you. I'm going to make a ton of money right now, bro. And you know what? I don't give a fuck.
It's just so sad to see.
Yeah, it's
So
sad.
sad.
Anyway, guys, members, let's get going. We got free memberships. Everybody, if you've been a user of YouTube Music, YouTube Premium for 3 months, you get a free membership, guys. Let's get those gifted going. Let's get those donations going. Let's raise money against Drawn CP. Let's organize. And I will be benefiting individually, specifically from this situation.
Let's raise money for somebody to make an internet filter that will find CP if you come across it while looking at regular hentai stuff and instantaneously use AI to age it up to the age 30. I think that's a great idea.
Rich, and I'll be pleasured. Bad word. Bad, not pleasured, like, just be... Okay.
Wasn't thinking that.
And if I'm not mistaken, you were making that joke based on what Vouch said about how
Yeah.
you didn't reach out to him because you just wanted to profit off the podcast.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
already in a reply too. You
It
guys
was
saying it.
obviously, and like labored to the point of being like banging somebody over the head with how obviously dumb of
Yeah.
a joke it is.
Yeah.
But again, if you think I'm doing this just to make money, well, okay. Then,
Tacoma wept.
I mean, yeah, I do. This is my job. I do an episode every 3 times a week, and I guess they're all to make money. I mean, it is my
I mean,
job.
you all do the same.
Is-
We're all making.
I'd like to know, is monetization
streams and
on this?
videos, and I don't know what's the point.
I'll tell you this. I think a lot of people aren't covering this topic because they don't think that they're going to make money from it, because it's like literally about the worst topic you can discuss.
Nah, there are plenty of people covering it. This is like right up my alley. This is perfect. You know, slightly political-ish drama. Oh, gooning.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to make money, I think the good move would be to like skip this topic.
You have to
I think,
cool it with the
again,
horse stuff, pal.
I can't post this stuff on social media, like TikTok.
Yeah.
Our biggest venue for getting a lot of views on social media, TikTok. Can't post anything. And I've talked to like other clip
You could.
channels on TikTok. They can't post anything because it immediately gets taken down.
Oh, okay. Maybe they can't.
It's really just
Not a moneymaker.
not a moneymaker. Yeah, it really isn't.
Wow, you're so
It's more of like a stand-in topic to talk about, you know?
That people are donating for the money suit right now.
Now we're making money.
$2
Now
duty for the money.
I'm sure they're making money. There's probably nothing else for them to talk about, which I think why they talked about Vosh in the first place. Because, you know, I'm surprised they didn't talk about Mama Max. To be honest with you.
we were doing a joke, but now it's real. Now we're actually making
We're
money.
we're making the money suit.
And I
Actually
hope
working on
I
that.
hope that you like
Right, money suit, yeah.
Jakey Poo. What was his name? Jake Doolittle.
Oh, I forgot about Jake Doolittle.
I hope that Keffals figure out home with an Excel sheet counting every member and every dollar of donations receiving
Right.
this episode.
Oh, all these donuts coming in. Holy shit.
Well,
Let's
fuck.
go, people.
Gift from Sam.
Fund my money suit, man.
Hi from Jaggy, Kylie, throw one out there. Wow, Jessica.
Jessica.
you.
This is
What?
me as fuck, dude.
Not
And I'll
Jessica.
never stop giving props. I'm coming to a city near you.
Well, fuck.
She's scared. She's scared. All right, go on, dummy.
What happened to the Ethan that was standing up for Tony Winchester?
What happened to the Ethan that was standing up for Humongous? Where did he go?
I mean, this is how Ethan reacted to me wanting to de-escalate this conflict, because I genuinely care about the people that are involved in this.
She says, I'll try giving him a call later to see if this can be
I can't believe Ethan didn't credit the slime guy.
sorted instead of becoming online blood
The
sports.
sand
Well,
guy.
listen, that's kind of my business. We're in a bloody business.
I loved this part where Keffals was like, oh, Ethan gave me his number because I was going to take my life, and he said I could talk to him. And she was trying to use that as some kind of like an own against Ethan. That kind of makes him look like a nice guy, no?
And y'all just defended animated CP, so let's giddy up.
He even went as far as to say that he knew he was engaging in defamation. And
What's this?
Yeah, what are you trying to show?
I know I look kind of good in this. Kind of funny too. Idiot.
I think we accidentally missed the very first timestamp, which I think is just important to show because that's what she's establishing as to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about Lolly Hill and why she says.
Okay,
that.
I'll go back to that after this one.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Wait,
encouraged Bosch to sue him.
Bosch should legitimately sue Ethan for
yeah, I
slander.
think he did it as like a joke because he's like, haha, if you sued me, you'd lose. It'll be funny. I think that was his point.
Someone says, as nice as that would be, I doubt there's enough case to have a case. No, there is. The amount of slander and false accusations are
What this guy's at do is very interested in rehabilitation and lolly. What does that mean? Who are you guys referring to? Who said that? Who's saying that in the chat? I would honestly say that I don't think it would cause somebody. The Tacoma has wept joke is like Vosh said that Tacoma, the city he lives in, I guess, wept when he couldn't use Tinder anymore because his stick is so big like a horse or something. If lolly was CP, it would be illegal, but it's not. There are a lot of porn genres that would discuss you, and people know that. Yeah, but I feel like there are porn genres that discuss people, but like lolly is beyond is weird. Whatever. It's still pretty close, so it's kind of some would call it scrust a bug, in my opinion at least. It's a little. It's a little weird. Why even defend it? Yeah.
more than enough for a solid lawsuit. I said, I'm begging you, please, I'll even crowdfund for you.
Whoa, this is wait,
I'm
what? What do you think that
begging.
you're showing evidence of exactly?
What is this? Dude?
She thinks you're.
Pause it. This is Better Call Saul. Just FYI.
Well,
It didn't get- it didn't
yeah,
get
didn't get
claimed.
claimed, yeah.
What is this
She's-
top-notch editing that she's doing here?
I don't know what point she's trying to make.
She's implying that you are,
Oh, cool.
you unironically are defaming him. Like you're saying, like
Yeah, she's trying to make the claim that like you're admitting to defaming him. What the fuck is this, dude? So yeah, that's what I do.
he doesn't understand the sarcasm.
God,
of what
you're
you're saying.
so
So
dumb.
she's-
The joke is that I'm so confident I'm not defaming him.
Right.
Because listen, with peace and love, and I don't know all the knowledge that lives in your mind. Although based on this video so far, it's not a lot. But I will say this: I probably know more about defamation law than you. The joke was
Probably. Doesn't he get constantly sue people for defamation or something? No?
that I'm so confident that if he sued me for defamation, not only would he lose immediately, he would definitely be ordered to pay my attorney's fees because it's such a dumb lawsuit. That's the joke. You moron. You imbecile.
Wow, I can't believe he's being transphobic right now against a trans person.
You zygote. Is that the thing, right? Like it's like a one-cell organism?
Zygote is like part of like...
What's a zygote?
I think that's like a stage of development for like a human, no? Like a fetus? Zygote? Zygote gets real? Is that what?
A diploid cell resulting from the fusion of two haploid.
You diploid cell moron.
No, it's a... That's what I didn't want to speak out of turn.
It's like the one before a fetus or something, no? What the fuck? Why are we... What?
It's like a fertilized egg.
Because that's how...
Lolly, CP... I just see drawn CP's bed. So yeah, it's a hot take, apparently.
Inhuman. She's
I should get Deep Rock Survivor. You know, maybe I will.
Barely developed. She's not even a developed egg. Her mind is so mushy and empty, devoid. You know what I mean?
Damn, it's getting a little mean, dude. I don't know if I like it. I'm just such a nice guy that when people get mean, I get upset. You know, I'm just such a nice person. I'm such a good guy. You know, I just a good guy. Everybody, I'll be in the chat for how good of a guy I am.
Like the zygotes.
The zygotes.
Right.
Golly.
Going back to ContraPoints for a moment, ContraPoints absolutely knows what she is doing and is being
First of all, you cannot go after the queen ContraPoints. That's a losing battle every time.
Don't do that.
That's the fattest L you can imagine.
Yeah,
she was on Twitter, and Natalie ContraPoints came out and dunked on her, dude. Actually, here's her tweet about it.
Yeah,
bro, Goblin short stacks are based, dude. I've looked at Goblin stuff before. Like I look at Warcraft stuff. They don't look like kids. They just look like they're short.
They brought up, I think Vosh was maybe the first one to bring it up, where he's like, "Is he doing this because I have lots of trans people?" I was like, "What the fuck?" So Natalie, friend of the show, ContraPoints. She says, using bogus transphobia accusations to defend a cis man's public consumption of sexually explicit childlike images is unbelievably harmful and egregious. That's all I'm going to say about this. Yes, the video is coming. Ooh. I mean, listen.
Not the video.
Leviathans are coming.
I saw people getting excited about that. Those are two different clauses in that tweet.
Listen, ContraPoints has spoken.
Oh, is it a different video? Oh.
And unlike Keffals, she is extremely intelligent. She comes from academia. She's like very deliberate and thorough with her research. She's a phenomenal talent. And then on the other side, you have Keffals.
Look at Ethan pitting two trans women against each other. Do I sense a little bit of transphobia here, guys? Oh my god. Oh
the bouncing dog plushie.
Okay.
Go on, girlie. Let's.
Why did that fuck me up? That was so stupid. Don't do that.
Hear you up.
Intentionally malicious by lying and saying that I'm defending someone's consumption of childlike sexual images and call.
How are you not?
Yeah, how are you not? That's the whole conversation.
How are you not?
Yeah.
Hold on. What is it that?
Because it's just a goblin, dude. It's not like a person.
I'll pull up something from the last episode now. She goes.
It's a creature from a different world that like ages and matures faster. Like, Jesus, you don't know that.
Oh yeah, what was the initial?
It's just a VTuber that looks like a child. What?
The tweet goes, I'm unbelievably disappointed in Ethan. You keep going, he's taken out of context. Motherfucker, he literally went on stream and said, I watch Lolly. Here's Lolly in my porn folder. It's Lolly.
It's actually his tax folder.
It's drawn by a largely artist. What the fuck? How can I take that out of context?
We've all jerked it to Lolly at some point or another.
We have not.
Base,
and Keffals, maybe you have. I don't know. I don't think it's far reaching a reach to assume that you may have based on the way that you're defending.
Some of these girls look pretty young. Okay.
Play that whole thing, Zach, together because it's unreal.
I have it chopped up. I don't have the full clip, but I just took the.
Don't play it, dude. I don't care. I've already heard it.
We've all jerked it to Lolly at some point or another. Some of these girls look pretty young. Okay.
Are you finding it, AB?
Yeah, my Reddit's not loading for some reason. I think I have it, but
I'll continue until then.
Don't you guys hate it when the girl looks really young, but she turns out to be an adult? Like, that's the worst. Am I right, Vosh?
Calling me harmful to the trans community. She, a significantly larger creator, basically gave the signal to everyone to.
Do you guys ever think this is like a conspiracy theory? I'm just gonna say it, like, it's not even a big deal. It's a conspiracy theory. But you guys ever consider that maybe Keffals is trying to sigh up young trans people into liking Lolicon and like as actually a conservative plant that's trying to make it seem the horrible, terrible accusations against the LGBTQ community, trying to make it seem valid? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope that's not true because I love trans and gay people. They are the best. Okay. They're my favorite people, to be honest with you. I'm a good guy. Everybody clap. Everybody clap for me, dude.
Dismiss all of my criticisms, and in fact to escalate the harassment even further. The worst part about all of this.
Wait, so because she's a bigger community.
Buckhaven super chatted $2.
What up?
Keffals, the Leviathans are coming.
Yep, I am coming.
She can't comment on this topic?
Yes.
Like, you insert yourself to the conversation, and then if somebody answers...
She aggressively inserted herself into the conversation. She made a whole Twitter rant about it.
You cry.
100% what's happening.
I don't understand.
100%.
Do you want to be like acknowledged, or do you want us to just ignore you? We can. We can.
I'm engaging with your arguments. You know what I mean? Like, you stepped into the arena, so let's.
This is Keffals' big moment to get another bump because she's interacting with Ethan. So
let's duel. And to use the gladiator analogy, you know what I mean? And I'm going to give you one of these too. Emperor Dingus says, "Ish, don't think so." Here is her tweet. Her and Tips are teaming up. I'm disappointed in H3 Productions. You had me on your show and called me a hero for fighting against a far-right stalking forum. Again, that's dumb. Dumb.
Just saying.
A stalking forum that made multiple people kill themselves. Now you're using out-of-context clips sourced from the same website to attack people. Do better, Ethan.
Damn, Ethan, do better. I knew Ethan defended Nazis when I heard he was Jewish, you know?
Look at defending Bosch. It sounds like you're saying the stuff he was caught looking at is not child CP or non-CP. She's quote tweeting Tipster, who said, "Genuinely disappointed seeing what H3 did to Bosch."
WHO watches super chatted $2.
What
Listen,
up?
don't let Vosh ruin short stack.
Oh, God, imagine they banned short stacks. That would be so sad.
I'm not going to read this. This is dumb. God, they're dumb. I didn't realize. Are they morons or are they just like bad faith? To use the most played out term ever.
Let's just keep going on the timestamps here, and I think the answer is going to become very clear by the end of this video.
All right, so this is
I guess Dan pre-watched it or something, and they decided to just respond to some of the specific points.
Seen this part, I guess.
So let's go back to that first timestamp. Because
Did they talk about the Chris Mr. Beast thing?
that's where she establishes how you insinuate they're pedos, and then that's what she relates to the Tony situation.
All right, let's go ahead.
Tony
show what I said.
Soprano.
I think that people need to be careful about false allegations of pedophilia. And in fact, this was something that Ethan...
I saw this, but she didn't show what I said, did she?
She did, yeah. It must be wrong timestamp. Give me one second.
So it's back, I guess. No?
Yeah, it should be back.
Damn, you guys suck. What the fuck? Why don't you just, what are you doing?
Klein decided to call me a pedophile. If you want a pretty clear example of how Ethan's rhetoric has... about how terrible of a person I am based off of no substantive evidence. In 2022, when I sent this text message, I was relentlessly being called a groomer and a pedophile by conservatives due to my work advocating...
Yeah, that's fucked up, especially because they didn't have any evidence at all, and it's just straight up transphobia.
But I think one of the things they had a problem with, and again, you could be very critical on me because this is just shooting it from memory, and I could be 100% wrong, so take this with a grain of salt. My understanding is Keffals had like a whole website that tried to help like young, potentially trans kids get hormones, which is dangerous, no? And then what if they weren't trans and they got access to these hormones? Like, what if they just were like confused and you need to go to a doctor and get a diagnosis? I know it's not perfect, but that's not good. If what I remember is true, like, wasn't that the part of the website that she had? It's not really responsible, you know, but yeah, that doesn't make somebody a groomer. I just think it's bad.
Then,
But this is not anything that we did.
it has nothing to do with me. I didn't mention anything about trans
It's
people.
not part of the conversation at all.
If people are calling you a pedophile, which I don't know if you are or not, I just know you're defending Vosh. It's probably because you're defending Vosh, which is fact-based.
Well, this was before that.
I'm not
Yeah, well, that was before that. So
talking about this.
Okay.
This shit's
Just making
transphobic.
sure that we're not combining the
This
two.
is horrible. I
Yeah.
fucking despise this line that
Yeah.
LGBTQ people are grooming children. It's vile.
they do take care of themselves better though. They do groom their hair better. I'm gonna tell you something. I look like dog shit 24/7, baby.
It's absolutely the worst thing. One of the worst,
Yeah.
social conceits that I can think of right now.
Right now.
transgender youth. The fact that false allegations...
Especially because the real groomers is like the church. I've gone on this ad nauseam.
Damn, dude, this guy is going after the church now. Say it about the synagogue, Ethan. Yeah, hypocrite.
Nauseum, but
right.
I've gone to this gymnasium.
At the Joker Church. Pedophilia, in order to discredit me, came up so frequently.
I will say it is kind of tough, man. Like they have this whole church structure, which I don't think was designed to harm children, but you have a whole structure where you say, hey, these people, the priests, are the most connected to God. You don't let a lot of them have boyfriends or girlfriends or fuck, you know what I mean? And then you make it so that the kids don't feel like they could say anything against them or else God will smite them. And you constantly put them into awkward situations where they're one-on-one in confessions and stuff. Doesn't seem like doesn't seem very good.
Journalists have actually written about it before. The situation only got worse when ContraPoints decided to call me out directly on Twitter, followed by blocking me despite me never publicly interacting.
Yeah, well, you're probably because you're dumb and annoying. Probably because you're dumb and annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think ContraPoints really had anything to do with the video, but she added them into the video just to complain, I guess.
Which is why I blocked.
Probably it. Yeah.
Acting with her throughout this
Show
controversy
me your block list. Let's see. Let me look through there.
whatsoever. I want to choose my words carefully here and dissect how
You want to choose your words carefully?
Leviathans are jelking.
All right.
disingenuous and outright malicious ContraPoints is being here.
AB, are you finding the link you wanted me to watch?
It's at 110.
Well, I'm waiting for AB to send me the.
At this point, you guys should just watch the whole thing.
$1.99. Opinion on books getting dropped by the WWE.
Who the fuck is Bugs? Like Booker T? I don't know who that is, man.
The timestamp.
I just found it.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
coverage of all of this.
I hate to say it, but two people that we are somewhat friendly on the show, Tipster and Keffals, have sacrificed themselves to Lolly Hill.
Not only did Ethan imply both of us are
Okay.
I did not see that in
Well-
that clip. They sacrificed themselves to Lolly Hill. When did I call them a pedophile? That's her evidence.
I don't think that I don't think that he explicitly said that. I think he said that if you're somebody who defends Vosh, then there's something wrong with you, or that you're like too manipulated or something. So
Pedophiles.
I don't know who Rick Bugs is, dude.
Any of the thousands of people who were defending Bosch were also pedophiles. It was really gross and a completely irresponsible use of his platform.
I thought it was great. I'm right. You're wrong. Look at my thumbnail. That's me. You guys are the demons.
What?
I'm the archangel bathed in light.
Is that her thumbnail? Whose thumbnail is that? Oh, that's the thumbnail they have for this.
Descending from heaven upon a cloud
Show the picture.
of healing mist. Here I am. Here you are cowering.
Wow. Is this Diablo? Is this Diablo? Is that Tyrael? The fuck?
The light. I have been sent from the heavens to spread this very controversial message. CP bad.
Wow.
All listen before me now.
God, dude.
CP bad.
Seems like a weird hill to die on. I'd rather die on the hill where it's easier to wipe standing up, and I won't explain.
I mean, it's pretty easy to find out who's
What the fuck is Rick Bugs?
which side who's on, you know?
Show us.
Come on, it's Howie.
Show us child pornography.
Who's who the fuck is this? I don't know who the fuck this is.
No,
No,
don't,
Howie.
don't show it.
That's exactly against what I've been saying
Get
this
out
whole
of
time.
here. Get out of here.
Go ahead.
I pitched it down because I thought it'd be more appropriate for the music.
More demonic.
Yeah.
I love it.
Responded to people
I like the Coke Zero ad placement in the background. It's very, very, very subtle.
upset over being falsely accused of being pedophiles by mocking the word pedojacketing.
Also, what the fuck? Sorry, that is dumb. And again, I'll say it. If the jacket fits,
But
If the jacket fits. I mean, I understand why the term exists. It's weird that Keffals tries to make it seem like it's exclusively a trans term online. It's not. There are people who will like leverage false grooming and pedophile accusations all the time. That's probably why that exists. But I don't think that's what Ethan's doing. So,
wait, so as finding the term funny is a problem?
this is me debating Keffals right now.
Can we just do our show?
And by the way, she's thinking like she's gonna spin this into like some social issue that I'm being like racist or transphobic or something.
Yeah.
That's just the
She's gonna be like, he's saying God hates trans people. I'll tell you that God hates people that consume animated CP. He hates them. He hates them.
Maybe.
He hates them.
He hates them because
it's possible.
So much hate
because he hates them.
That God. That old God.
I know, man. Trust me. Yeah. So is that it, Abe? Why do you guys have such weird
Yeah,
ass
that's
expressions
pretty
for
much
everything? So wait, her evidence that I called her a pedophile
That was
is
it.
this?
The lolly hill.
Yeah, and then there's the
Alright.
comments you make about pedojacking after that. But
I want to make sure that I respond
okay,
in
yeah,
full
you,
to this.
yeah, you can play from right here then.
Yeah. And how often are you being accused of being a pedo that you need a nickname for it?
Why don't you just watch the whole fucking video, Ethan? What the hell are you doing?
If the jacket fits, you must not acquit. And then here, this is again not a real
Randy
photo.
Orton super chatted
Oh, God, Randy Orton's back in my stream, dude. What do you
Hey
want,
buddy,
dude?
I heard you say some mean things about my friend Phil Brooks, aka CM Punk.
Dude, CM
You
Punk is a
better
bitch.
take it back or you'll be on the victim of an RKO, pal.
Bro, what the fuck is up with you guys and WWE? I don't even watch wrestling, and you guys come in every day. Somebody comes in and asks me some WWE thing, mostly around CM Punk, and I always tell you I don't like the guy. I think he's a pussy, all right?
Cam said this. And this is not real. He is not actually wearing this. But is this a pedo jacket? I don't know.
But then came up with a
Quite literally, you cut off the bottom where it says this is not a real photo,
Like you
obviously.
still say it in the video like 5 times.
Yeah,
You say,
it's
not
a joke.
real
This is a
photo."
joke. It's not a real photo. Vosh did not walk around in a varsity jacket that says pedo.
I feel like he would have, though. I feel like that's something he would do. And he would be like, I'm just being ironic, you know? And he would say it in that weird voice that he has.
Just to be clear. He did, however, consume animated child pornography.
Damn.
That's a fact.
That sucks, man.
Those are undisputed facts of this case.
Yep.
And this is not real. He is not actually wearing this. But is this a pedo jacket? I don't know.
but then came up with the stupidest nickname imaginable in order to call all of his detractors pedophiles.
I had a little bit of a you're about to make me look good and funny. Loss of innocence. And I mean that it sounds silly, but
How humble.
I'm being somewhat serious when I say that because
Oh, yeah, I covered the Vince McMahon allegations. True.
Because
It's the same guy who comes in here and he just changes his name to Randy Orton or whatever, and he has like 8 different accounts to fuck with me on about wrestling.
I did not know that there were so many people that were like CP adjacent. Lollipops, I'm calling them now. Vosh and the Lollipops. Vosh and the Lollipop Guild. Girl, but she's using the Mudahar reaction, but he's literally talking about how she's
Yeah, Muda is not on your side on this one.
Why would you show Mudahar laughing? When he's obviously laughing at how funny my joke is and how true it is.
Mudahar.
Okay.
What?
Mudatar?
So in response to everything that happened, I rightfully got pretty mad.
Yeah, that's pretty much
That's it?
I rightfully got really upset. That's why I'm making this video, because I was forced to do it, because I got upset.
Talk about defamation. Excuse me.
You have a face-off with Muda?
My WWE name would be Macho Man Rando Sandwich. Okay, all right.
Muta?
All right.
Like, this is where she accused me of transphobia. I don't know if we ever showed this.
Okay, accusations. Accusations are only if it's not already proven true. That's what I say when people accuse me of being transphobic.
We did, okay. We showed this, so then whatever.
Just kidding.
All right, thank you.
This person said, "I'm late, but Shetty also did Vanessa Hudgens' wedding."
Yes, he did.
That I know. Wow. Because he's all about love.
No, he's not. He's a phony fucking. He plays the game harder than anybody.
Darky Shot super chatted 5.
Oh, dude, with the
Rock
WWE
told
shit.
all the Cody Rhodes fans to shove McChicken up our butts because of the hashtag We Want Cody was trending. Thoughts?
All I have to know is that The Rock came back and called everybody at the venue inbreds, and it was funny. It was the old Rock is back, dude.
Scott Stapp follows Jay Shetty.
That's a problem.
He follows him.
We're gonna have to talk to him about that.
I think I've gone over to the light side, dude. I think
Stay away from the Shetty
I
light.
think Shetty, he's misunderstood.
So she continues to claim that we took Vosh out of context, which is
Is Ethan
just so laughably silly at this point. Go ahead.
Presenting his audience clips from Vosh's streams that deliberately cut out very important context. For instance, this is a clip that Ethan Klein played on a show to prove that Vosh is a pedophile.
Here's
Funny bot in our own chat.
It's funny because people go, "Oh, he's taking
I got one of like 1,000, but go on.
out of context." But listen what he says.
Yes, 100%. Listen very carefully to the exact language that I use.
Listen very carefully as I express myself articulately and clearly as I possibly can.
Yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why possession of child pornography should be illegal.
That was pretty bad, right? Here's what was said.
Oh, she is really dumb.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, they showed the whole context of that clip and even talked about it, even if you disagree with their assertion of it, which I don't. They showed it. I don't think they showed the entire clip that Keffals showed, but like they showed enough to Vosh's argument to be made, and then they disagreed with it and just was very simply.
But Kevin super chatted $2. Randy Savage went to my high school in the 80s.
Okay, cool, man. I like that. That's a beautiful thing. They just simply very cool, brother. They just simply said, consuming CP is not the same thing as consuming chocolate, even if there is some kind of abuse attached to it through the means that which we get it from other countries. So
yep.
How are you real, man? So the only reason people will come in like this, it's like, I'm not going to make an accusation, but I will say that they're probably would not want their hard drive to fall into the wrong hands.
Damn, dude.
And not because there's crypto on it. It could be that there's crypto on it.
Dude,
Yeah,
dude. And you know their hard drives are hard because they're full of lolly.
Probably.
She then plays his video for context.
Yeah, let's see what's
Let's
the
watch.
context.
Yeah, watch.
Watch.
Immediately after that clip was played, which was not shown on Ethan's stream.
Wrong stuff. It should be 100% legal. In fact, and this is going to be a real hot take, I have yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument that's why possession of child pornography should be illegal. Actual child pornography. How's that for a hot fucking?
That's the way I would go about trying to advocate for less abuse of people. Making cocoa butter and computer parts is I would try to be like, yeah, isn't CP kind of okay because of like that's the direction I would go. I feel like that would reach a lot of ears. So
now to clarify on this take, as I feel it's necessary to do so, we do not, in this country, typically criminalize people who have procured media or resources which were a product of abuse. It is not illegal to own necklaces that have slave diamonds or whatever, what are they called, or blood diamonds. Yeah, all of our clothes produced by sweatshops are computers with silicon and lithium mined from literal fucking slaves. In our society, we have already deemed that people are not responsible for the mechanisms by which the media they consume and the content they engage with are produced. No.
Posh yells at chat for 57 seconds.
yeah, but see, here's the thing: you kind of need some of those things to survive. I guess Vosh probably needs lolicon to survive too. He probably breathes CP. I don't know. I don't know what. But okay, again, like I think that he made these takes. It was a few years ago because he wants to be provocative on Twitter. Like, that's what it comes down to. He wants to be provocative. He wants people to be like, oh my God, how fucking based is that? You know, he's not interested. He wasn't, the interest there wasn't to actually make an argument. The interest there was to try to get some people to think he's super based on Twitter and then like be like, oh my God, let me go start watching Vosh, you know?
Right now. I mean, I don't know how many times we can.
We did talk about this context, though.
Just open up the next timestamp.
Oh no.
So if you go to what we actually
We
showed, so
literally-
she was showing his bod basically for his clip.
Yeah.
We not only
It's
showed
fun.
that, we showed
We love
him
it. We love it.
explaining it after he got shit.
We
for it.
gave him
we
the
gave him more
full
content. Yes.
benefit of the doubt.
We gave him
to
a
explain
second
it.
try to explain
We
it.
talked about it at length.
All right, Keffals. So
And they also asked Vosh to come on and talk to them, so it's not like they didn't extend the invitation.
lying? Let's watch. And again, I don't know how many times we need to. We know the argument.
We get it.
We know
Capitalism
it's
bad. We get it. We
Yeah,
get it. We
we
get
talked
it.
about
We
it.
get it.
Oh shit, they're starting to. Shit, they're becoming based.
Bad. It's bad. It's horrible.
We discussed it.
The way that they said it makes it sound like they might like capitalism, guys. And capitalism's pretty good because you know only the bad people get pushed to the bottom, and all the good people get pushed to the top. Like Elon Musk, the greatest guy in the whole entire world, and Jeff Bezos, the guy who make sure that all of my packages have a bottle of warm yellow piss in them, so I have something to drink when I order things off of Amazon. I like it a lot.
A bajillion times.
Yeah.
Love it. We love these things. Now, this is a timestamp to our podcast.
Ludwig Horsecock, I think, is in the chat. That is the Vosh. Are you just Vosh, dude? Are you in here trying to defend yourself?
All right, go ahead. Justify. Explain.
A zinger, isn't it? I have yet to hear one convincing argument. Yeah, I saw. Hang on. I have yet to hear one convincing argument for what child pornography should be illegal. I know. Oof.
I've also said this before, and I'll say it again. I think it'd be worse to be routinely molested for CP than it would be to be a kid working in a factory. You know what I mean? Because kids yearn for the minds. I'm just kidding. It's not good. Neither are good, but I feel like getting molested is worse than working a factory job as a kid. You know, it's not. I mean, it's not good, but I'm just saying. Maybe that's an insensitive take. But
the context that's missing here is that when I was saying that, I was saying, in the world we live in right now,
with Warcraft,
I don't think there's a convincing moral or legal argument which is consistent with the morals or legality that we currently have. Now, what does that mean?
Who's attracted to these arguments, though? People who are attracted to kids, probably.
What that means is that I've got John CP on my hard drive.
What it really means is that we gave him the ability to provide additional context.
It's
and
like,
we did
not
show
only-
that.
we
She's
were
just
like-
wrong. She's just wrong.
She's a liar, actually.
I think she just didn't watch the whole episode.
It's possible. I also think it's possible she's a liar.
Child slaves get molested. You don't know that, dude. I mean, they might. It's not good for them to be child slaves. But then also, like, what are we? When we I'm not like super educated, but when we call them child slaves, like, what are they actually child slaves, or are they just getting paid like slave wages and don't have, and they don't have any like workers' rights? Like we used to have kids, because you know, here's the thing. Here's a good thing about kids and working in factories. Their hands can fit inside of the machinery. Duh. You know what I mean? Like, what are the specifics? What are we assuming? You know, that's what I'm assuming. Is a lot of these kids are like young and they're having to work at like 12, which is kind of fucked up, in like non-regulated conditions, which is also fucked up. I feel like it's not as bad as getting molested. I don't know. I could be fucking wrong, dude. I could be. You know, I could be wrong. I could take the L on that one. Not saying any of this stuff is good. I'm just saying I feel like since we gotta make these comparisons, something to think about.
Liar.
Yeah, maybe.
Was it worth all the lie?
I don't know, man.
Carmen Caricello super chatted
What up?
$10. Randy Savage went to college in my town in the 80s. We wrestled under the moniker the Leviathan. His finisher was called the CGD, where he would howl like a werewolf before he dropped an elbow.
That's fucking awesome, man. I really appreciate that. Camden Gerard Davis reference in 2024 is crazy, man.
I'm gonna keep watching it.
Well, the argument that I was making, and I've made this argument a bunch of times, and I've addressed this poorly made argument a bunch of times here on this stream, is that, well, let's go through the logic. Why is the possession of child pornography immoral?
Can you bring
Herskis.
up text that just says Keffals is defending this man? I want to be clear what her position is, because this dude's right.
Well, if you think about it, guys, this kid that's getting, you know, abused to make the CP, if you think about it, there are instances where an adult and a child can have a relationship where the child benefits. If you think about it like that, all of a sudden it's not so bad. I give you lifetime of abuse, but then I also give you chalky milk. I mean, think about it, dude. I don't know. A great philosopher once made that point. I forget his name. It might have been Socrates or Vaush.
I'm about to say that. Let's do Tron CP. Let's do it.
Because it hurts people to make child pornography, yeah? Because you have to hurt children to make it. That's why it's immoral.
Yes.
It's not magically immoral. It's immoral because of the harm that is caused by it.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we not possess other things that
You sound like
hurt
someone who's
people
trying to
in
rationalize
reproduction?
child abuse. Like that is an insane. That's actually. I don't. We've said it so many times. It's like
Yeah, we don't need to go over it.
I'm rolling my eyes.
I thought it was just important to show that, and there's like 3 or 4 examples of
Fuck you, Dan. You suck.
this. Most of her video is her saying, here's the additional context that they didn't show. We showed all of the things that she's saying they didn't show.
Which is
So
just
she's just flat out wrong. Which,
and we called it too in the video. I was like, they're all going to say I took it out of context. We took nothing out of context.
And we explained, with understanding the context, why we still find it problematic.
Yeah. And
we explained all that.
Mao says this is the missing context. He literally says it. This is the missing context from that clip, and then explains it.
That's not enough. It doesn't make him look better. We don't like that.
Right. Yeah, right.
Get to the bathroom.
That's if you told any normal person the guy you watch on YouTube got exposed for liking pornographic images of children and horses, they'd spit on you. Probably.
Yes, not.
It is possible. Is just a complete non-statement on Vosh's part. It is possible for the sun to teleport into another galaxy via quantum tunneling. Is that true? That's fucking crazy, dude. That's crazy. Can I teleport to the sun? Imagine that happened right now and I'm dead, like instantaneously evaporated.
Nuts, man.
Oh my god.
These people need to be called out and exposed.
This is psycho behavior. Should not be tolerated in a civilized society where people are walking around with drawn pictures of child pornography. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Fuck
no,
that.
That's not the world I want to live in. So I want to make a change. Oh, maybe not Michael Jackson reference.
Well, don't speak so soon, Ethan, because later she has got a real fucking slam dunk, deep cut.
I'm scared.
Gotcha on you.
I'm scared.
Gotcha. And you are owned. I have to say up front that you get mega owned.
I'm scared.
Gotcha.
Yep. So here's the next one.
How he survived now.
Once again, absolutely horrendous, right?
Yep.
Absolutely no way this could be justified.
No
Correct?
way.
Now I'll show you the full clip with the context from before and after the clip was played, which Ethan Klein did not show his audience.
You guys misunderstood. I just think that this is very dumb for you to misunderstand this point. It's not like you guys misunderstood. It's just like this is embarrassing. Okay, look, this is super duper simple. Okay,
Gotcha.
a utilitarianism, act utilitarianism.
Yep, it's political philosophy. Gotcha. That's all I need to hear.
Is about considering.
That's what I like to do all day, is to like make sure I have the exact understanding of what you learned in class that day. Because that's what I imagine. I imagine that this was when Vosh was still in school and he was taking like his associate's degree or bachelor's degree in fucking sociology, and he heard something that he thought was so cool and super intelligent in his classroom, and he's like, guys, guess what I know that you don't? That there's an argument for CP. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay. Fucking investigate your teacher too, man. It's so cringe. You know what I mean? I don't know. What are you doing, man? At least he's excited. He was happy and having an excited time in school. I guess that's a good way to look at it.
The consequences of a specific action. Okay, it is possible. Please right now, uncuck your dumb shit, libcuck fucking SJW.
She's playing this part.
Yeah.
Or she's saying this is what I took out of context. Or is this the context?
No, she's saying she's giving the additional context that she's
Part where it
claiming.
says adults can have sex with kids and it's positive.
So
that's the context that's missing.
She showed about 4 to 5 seconds prior to our clip, and that's it. And that didn't provide.
It was just him saying you're stupid for not understanding me.
The act utilitarianism is something he was saying to describe Mila Yiannopoulos' stupid worldview. After Mila said that he being molested was a good thing. Oh, okay. Why didn't Keffals just show that? I don't even believe it.
Untuck your ears.
Yeah, we watched that part. We watched it. Click on the next timestamp. You don't have to watch the whole thing.
I like this. Is my favorite.
Yeah, if that's true. I mean, if that's true, Keffals should have showed that. I can't trust you because your name has your last name in the chat is Horsecock. But I can't trust you on that one. But if that was true, that could have been decent context, because then it would explain why you would need to. So why not? It still doesn't explain the lolicon in his folder. But if that is the context of it, you know, go make a video and prove it.
Your brains and recognize this empirically correct fact that I am about to say. It is possible for an adult and a child to have a sexual relationship, and for it to have positive outcomes on the child as well.
Beautiful.
That is possible.
Wow.
However,
I knew it. I knew my uncle didn't hurt me. I'm just kidding. My uncle never did.
Sure.
No, that was what we showed. And now here's what we cut out.
He's going to the, however.
Yeah.
Categorically, we discourage those relationships because as a
I could have swore they showed this.
Rule, it is substantially more likely that enabling them would cause harm in society. That's the difference between act and rule utilitarianism. An act utilitarian would say, oh, this is an instance where it was good for the adult and the minor to have sex. That would make it a good action. But the rule utilitarian, which is what I am, would say, even though that individual outcome was good, the act was still bad.
So here's my thing. Like, okay, so I don't know if this is true, but you're saying he was arguing with Milo's dumb worldview here, and he argues exact opposite, and then he argues his exact opposite of the stance. Okay, that's fine. Here's my thing, though. Why would you even need to go into this conversation? Like, if Milo Yiannopoulos, and I don't know any of this, if he said, like, I was molested and I turned out good, so I'm happy I got molested or something, I don't know. All you would do, isn't that considered some kind of, like, survivor's something? Like, you're just coping. Like, you're on a cope. Like, that's just your brain rationalizing what happened to you. Because you wouldn't be able to otherwise, because it was so traumatic to you that you have to rationalize it. Wouldn't that be the better comparison? Like, no, obviously this is not true. This person would just be rationalizing it because they went through a horrific experience and their brain needs to cope. Wouldn't that make more sense?
Because in general, in a broader application, for adults and children to have sex with one another leads to horribly destructive outcomes. For that reason, it is an unethical...
Oh, yeah, Wash, how do you know?
Now, Keffals, let me ask you a question. Do you agree that in some cases, adults and children can have positive sexual experiences together?
Whoa. Maybe if the adult is 18 and the child's 17, sure.
I'm curious. Because that's what he said. He said that. And you're defending that statement.
Yeah.
See, that's where I disagree. I don't believe that adults and children can have healthy sexual relationships.
Right.
And in fact, I wouldn't even think that.
And we
Not to make any argument.
I mean, we talked about that. This is what his context is.
So let's,
we still disagree.
She says we took it out of context. Let's take a look. Let's go over to our show once again and see if she's right. Did we take this out of context?
100%. Please, right now, uncuck your dumb shit, libcuck fucking SJW brains, and recognize this empirically correct fact that I'm.
Once again, he sets it up in the clearest terms possible. Clear your ears out, everybody. Sit down and listen to every word, which I mean with my whole body and soul.
It is possible for an adult and a child to have a sexual relationship and for it to have positive outcomes on the child as well.
Nice music.
I'm so sorry that you think that can be cut out of context.
So that wasn't even us explaining. That was just the intro to it because we showed the compilation that was going around on Twitter first. And then
I don't understand if the context of that really is like responding to Milo and Yiannopoulos or whatever. How come she didn't put that in there? I don't know. Okay.
He broke each one down with the context.
So is that the next one?
Yep.
Great, perfect. Yeah, I said I'm going to show what people have seen, and then I'm going to show the whole context. So
Sophie and Alexandru super chatted $2.52. Vosh tipster is so small he couldn't hurt a fly.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means, but thank you.
She watched the episode. I think she just watched to the part where we showed that compilation and not the 3 additional hours where we went over each clip individually.
I think she's a liar.
I think Vosh's argument boils down to like, what if somebody assaulted Hitler as a baby and then... Okay, this one's a little rough. Maybe that's what he's talking about. And then the positive would be that there would be no Hitler. That's a terrible thing. Okay.
Or she's just lying.
Enough of
it's
this.
one of these.
It's terrible. Jesus Christ.
I think she's actually just a liar.
Sorry.
There's no way, like, every time she talked about it, I'm sure there's tons of people in her comment explaining the situation to her. There's no shot she knew that.
Why the fuck you lying? To defend Trump CP. To defend Trump CP.
Stop fucking lying.
He's like, why the fuck you lying? And she's like, to defend Trump CP. And he's like, whoa, I'm ending the song.
Act and rule utilitarianism.
Here we are watching.
An act utilitarian would say
this psychotic rambling of somebody desperate to rationalize.
Trying to sound smart when the point he's making is so dumb.
The point he's trying to make, frankly, and at the end of all of is that adults and children can have a healthy sexual relationship.
Or wouldn't you just go from this angle? Like, let's say we go back with your Milo thing, and apparently this is what you're saying, or my interpretation of it. And again, I don't know if this is true. That Milo is saying that there could be positive outcomes from the child and an adult interacting. Why would you hard stance go like, yes, there could be a scenario where a child has an overall positive benefit from being with an adult, but like, why wouldn't you just be like, even if there's no, like, just no? Why would that even be? Why this can't be true? And if it was, why would you say that for a fact? Like, you think that it can exist instead of just saying like, even if there was a world where it could exist, it wouldn't be good. There's no qualifying there that makes it like appropriate. I don't know. Why do you think that way?
Even though most of the time it's not, but sometimes they can.
Right, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, if Milo's argument was like there can be positive outcomes for a kid and an adult in that type of a situation, and if you were going to engage with that hypothetical, why would you? This is what I would say. What I would say is like that's not true at all. Like, you maybe as a maybe your brain would cope with the trauma that you went through, right? But why wouldn't you just say like, even if there was a world where this could happen, and then move on with the argument saying like it would never outweigh the majority of the scenarios, like he originally said. You know, it just doesn't make it. All this is so weird.
We have a problem. That's what we have.
That's the premise we disagree with. Yeah.
Well, this is an instance where it was good for the adult and the minor to have sex. That would make it a good action. But the rule utilitarian.
How do you measure that, bro? Bro, who would even bring a conversation there?
Yeah.
Nobody of sound mind would even draw that because it's nuts. But okay, Keffals thinks we cut that. Well, we showed the whole fucking thing, but it doesn't help. I mean, my God.
Who's setting up to measure that?
Anyway, you yada yada yada. We showed the whole fucking thing.
True. What if you,
So what a moron. What an idiot. So the 2 things she said we took out of context, we showed the full context of, actually. We really, truly did. Another thing she's mad about is that we never show how much Vosh has talked about CP. We definitely showed how much he's talked about it.
Rule utilitarian.
Another thing that really bothered me was that Ethan never showed any of the numerous times that Vosh has talked about how CP is bad throughout his years of being on the platform.
We didn't show the times he lied. It's not fair. All the times that he was lying and denying that he was into this stuff. Why didn't you show that?
Well, again, it's on his hard drive.
That's what I'm saying. All these people are pretending like we didn't see the folder. It's GG, dude. Like, it's over.
The folder is why we're having this conversation.
Yeah, like this whole defense that's being mounted, if the folder incident didn't happen, you would at least have like the wiggle room that he's just talking hypotheticals.
Yeah.
But we have concrete evidence. So what are we even talking about?
I mean, this whole thing is only coming up because of what was in his folder. So
like,
yeah, we explained that. I mean, you know what I mean? Moron.
Hey, Vosh, can I see your folder to verify its contents? I can't really wink because my Tourette's. Fuck. All right. Sorry.
The vegan gains debate, that's a solid F. Not only did I not make my arguments well, and one.
Bro, do I really need to show every single fucking time where he's tried to say CP bad? Why is he talking about it so much, period?
Real quick, Ethan, the music in the section did get claimed.
Okay, so I will so skip it. But yeah, her problem is that I didn't show all the other times he talked about CP.
And all these clips he's saying the same thing, that one thing's immoral, then something else should be as well. He's comparing CP to child labor. It's insane. I told Dan earlier, it's like the all lives matter argument, but for CP.
Yes, literally. That's such a good comparison, AB. It's exactly that. It's
What
like,
is?
well, why don't you care about these other things? It's like, we're not talking about that.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm sorry I didn't show those other 20 clips of him talking about CP. I'll do better. I promise to do better and show
We'll
everything.
make a Vosh biography.
Yeah.
A Voshography?
Yeah, I'm going to dedicate my life to
Oh.
putting him in the context. She says Vosh didn't know it was lolly, even though, I'm sorry to tell you, dum-dum. Don't you feel
Now,
stupid?
I'll be
Don't
honest.
you feel like an idiot saying that? Because he literally said that. Okay, go ahead and say something absolutely mind-numbingly moronic, and then we'll talk about it.
I'm being charitable to Vosh because I've known him for a long time. I've seen him.
You're being charitable?
I feel like if you've known Vosh for a long time, you would be the opposite of charitable. He just doesn't seem like a very good guy, you know? Like, there's plenty of people I don't like in the real world. You know what I mean? Because we're not congruent. But there's something specific about Vosh, man. You know, I've said it before. I'll say it again. He gives me the vibes that he goes to parties, waits for girls to get drunk, and then hits on them. You know, it's just like, ew. I don't get it. I mean, he's a guy that's into fashion, apparently. That's gay. Homophobic.
Nice.
Wait, what's she saying that horse stuff, pal?
She's being
I'm being charitable because he's my friend, so I'm biased.
Why would
I
you
mean,
say
I guess,
that?
I mean, you should, at least, like honestly, like, at least you're being upfront about that.
To make her look good, being charitable to
No.
the guy that says adults and children can have healthy sexual relationships
Especially
together.
on a topic like this.
No, I agree.
But you don't understand the context, Ethan. Stop.
Not really a room to.
It doesn't look great talking, being charitable
At
to the
least there's a
guy.
degree of
Was
self-awareness.
it a folder full of lolly, or is it a bunch of drone porn and some of it was lolly? I think some of it was, but it was in the 2D sorted folder, so I don't think it's an unreasonable assumption to make that there was more in there.
Who says we've all jerked off at lolly, and everybody who's
And then he also made an argument about one of the characters, which was like a Raru or something, about how there are non-porn images of that person in there, but he still thinks that that character is so hot that he looks at them in a pornographic way, something along those lines, which means to me, I wouldn't doubt that there are some pictures, like non-pornographic pictures of potentially, lolly stuff that he might jerk off to as well, right? So, just saying.
attracted to lolly is attracted to children. We don't need to be charitable.
We've all jerked at the lolly at some point.
No. Can you set up the 1-2s backwards like that, and then anyone who watched?
I'm sorry.
There's the second clip where he goes, anybody who's watched lolly, there's a definite connection between that and being attracted to children.
It's from that clip.
It's a different clip, but it's in the doc. AB can help you with it. He'll send you.
Sure.
And get slandered and lied about as a constant
See, this is why if you listen, there's all these clips and stuff, but if you hired a black guy and you gave him one of those beatbox machines, he could be hitting you with better clips than this guy. What do you got this freaking hire a black guy, Ethan. Let's see some of that advocacy in action, all right, dude?
thing throughout his entire career. I don't think he's lying when he said he didn't know those images were lolly.
Let's be real. Why should the horse sex get a pass? Why is Vosh allowed to be prominent online? I mean, I don't really care so much about the horse stuff because it's a drawn horse, and I actually eat horse meat occasionally. So I don't care as much about a horse, you know. If it was a dog, it'd be different, you know, because I feel like if a horse fucks you, it can't be consensual. It's a horse, but like you can't hurt it. But if you fuck a horse, you can't hurt it either because they're used to taking huge things. But a dog, if you fuck a dog, that could hurt the dog so horribly. So, you know, I'm not into the dog stuff, obviously, or the cats or the gerbils. Even if you put it inside of you, that's terrible. You could get that thing killed. You know, horses, rhinoceros, alligators. You could fuck an alligator if you want, because it could defend itself. So if it doesn't defend itself, it wants it. You know? I'm just kidding.
For those who didn't watch the video linked at the beginning of this one,
that's nice for you.
This is how Vosh
He just wants to be the horse, guys. He wants stallion energy.
responded when the news went viral. Another thing which Ethan conveniently did not play during his stream.
She said you downloaded Lolicon. Deliberately disingenuous framing. I mean, I'll explain. For those who don't know,
We watched this.
Yeah, we watched.
What is she talking about?
She says we didn't watch it. We did watch it.
We
We watched the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did a 4-hour episode. I mean, did you? I guess we should have made it 8.
4 days ago, I was doing what I do, which is showing chat men's formal wear and talking at them about it for hours on end. And I was going to open up an image with right-click, open a new window, but instead I did right-click, save as.
ZT17 became a member.
Hey, thank you so much for the membership. Papa Gut defends bestiality, dude. More like Papa Gut defends bestiality. Am I right? A bunch of subs just re-upped. Thank you so much, guys. If you want to individually put in the thing for them, I'll read them.
And open a folder called To Be Sorted.
Why should we even watch our video if it's incorrect?
It's a joke, dude. Okay.
Correct.
But I do think an alligator would kill you if you tried to have sex with it. So that one, I'm kind of on that. Do you eat horse meat or do you eat horse meat? I don't know. I've never actually had horse meat. I would have it though. I've had like turtle and shark and snake meat too. Horse's snake. Jerky. It's pretty good. So
You know,
Well, I do want to show
this
like,
video should be disregarded because she did not do her.
it should be
research.
disregarded. And you know, it's the context that should be considered. Not only should it be disregarded, but that she put out a video defending someone who's admittedly a lolly consumer.
Mhm.
Like, let's just say Jimmy Savile, and I'm not saying
I really liked the ones that had the Tootsie Rolls in them. Those are my favorite lollies.
I'm not comparing their crimes, but let's just say as an analogy, after
Now I'm too old and I don't. It's the texture is so bad for my teeth.
he died, everyone started talking about how he was like this prolific child predator.
Mhm.
So at this time, and someone's like, listen, I'm going to tell you now, Jimmy Savile
Frog legs are actually good. Yeah, I've had those before.
was a great guy, and I truly believe he didn't know their ages. He thought they were consenting adults, and I'm going to be charitable to him because he's a really good guy.
Because he
He
was
was
my
nice to me.
friend.
What the hell
That's
are
an
you
extreme
talking
example, obviously, but it is similar in a very fucking far-fetched kind of way. But you know what I mean? Like the cat's out of the bag.
which is where I put images that have yet to be sorted. And in case the name didn't indicate that, was the place that it went to because the file type of the image, which was like, I don't know, JPEG or something. I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
The last image that I saved to the to be sorted folder was an image of Marcel from Dungeon Meshi
Yes,
being
yes.
roasted by.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
we watched it.
We
We
watched
watched
this because
it.
we were laughing about how stupid it is that he thinks that this matters.
Yeah, we watched it.
Yeah, we watched the fuck out of this, bro.
Bosch likes Boku no Pico and he does that's terrifying. What's wrong with Boku no Pico Academia? What's wrong about that show? Just kidding. What the fuck? I don't actually know what Boku no Pico is. I just know it's gross. I don't never heard seen it before. I'm gonna Google it, but I'm gonna look at it on an incognito tab, just in case.
Go on.
Gordon Ramsay while cooking a mandrake. Hold on. It's a good anime,
She
guys.
thinks we need to
And a
watch all
good
this?
manga. Anyway, I saved that there. And it opened up the folder preview, which showed thumbnails of images that I had in there. A lot of which were pornographic, most of which, though there were some non-pornographic images, including Reagan
What the
Ripley from
fuck?
Inside Job standing around the bikini, I think. I don't know. And non-pornographic canon images of Raru from The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which is funny because there are far more pornographic images of
It's
Raru
a Japanese original video animation hentai series. Wait, what? What is this, dude? I thought it was a gross television show. This isn't TV. Oh my god. 3 episodes and a version of oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my god. Wow. What? I think I'm gonna stop looking at this. Let's just move on. There's no way he said he watched that. I can't even believe that. You have to show me proof of that. That's crazy.
There are non-pornographic images. Like, honestly, Raru just looks so good that even non-pornographic images feel pornographic to me. And innately pornographic character.
By the way, yeah, again, I think it was that Love You said he's a goat.
Yeah.
How fast is Ethan watching their video for it to sound this fast?
Yeah, he's a goat, man.
That's funny. I like that.
But you fucked a mind flayer again.
As a dragon, not as myself. I was role playing, Dan. The role playing game.
There you go. Why'd you keep your porn? It's to be sorted. I'm not arguing this with you guys anymore. Okay? Yeah, we get it. Most potent roasting. You know, why you say I don't argue with you guys about it. Okay? Because it's a to be sorted folder, which had the text. You know, also, which need to be sorted. I don't get what's complicated about it. Anyway, of the images that showed, 2 of them were from the same artist. 2 of them, those from that artist.
I'm
that artist
losing my
from
mind.
One of the 2 images. That's why, unfortunately, talking about this is always like a double-edged sword because I can't show to defend myself. Nor I encourage you to look up because this is a lot harder. So I don't like.
Yeah, you should have streamed it on the hub, Bosch, then you could have looked it up. You didn't think about that, did you?
Like direct you to that, you know? But one of the 2 images from this Lolicon artist, okay? To be clear. One of them flatly did not look like Lolicon. I'm sorry, you can say defense. I really like she looks like apparently the reason why people said that is because it's a drawing of
Holy fuck. What is happening?
and a VTuber is usually drawn as a lolly. But in that case, that's blaming me for drawing
Oh yeah, that's the VTuber one. That's just weird, brother. What the hell are you talking about? You can't defend that VTuber shit.
not the drawing that was in there. So I completely reject that live watch. It just looked like a normal drawing.
As I remember past video, the images were necessarily sorry. Popular Dragons.
Okay, god damn, bro. This man just said they're images of a character that's usually drawn as a lolly. So anyway, she says we didn't show that, but of course we did, and here's the timestamp.
I mean, I'll explain the whole thing. For those who
and Keffals, I'll accept your apology
Listen.
anytime for lying about the context that we apparently didn't
How
show.
is it every single one?
Yeah.
Every single example that she gives.
Because
she's wrong.
I knew that they were going to say this in anticipation of it.
Right.
I made it fucking crystal clear. We dotted our I's, crossed our T's in every way possible to show all the context.
4 days ago, I was doing what I do.
Here we are watching it
men's
now.
formal wear and talking at them about it. I was on it. And I was going to open
I was gonna skip forward 'cause-
Yeah, we don't need to watch it. 1,000 time.
Good anime, guys. Yeah, pretty good. Which the 2 story which had the text.
And they draw it.
You know, but one of the 2 images from this Lolicon artist, okay? To be clear. One of them flatly did not look like Lolicon. I'm sorry, you can say defense. I literally
God, you're such a pathetic loser. You need to apologize to me for lying. And also for defending somebody who has, you know, for a long time flown under the radar for consuming drawn CP and having CP takes, for running propaganda for him that things were taken out of context. Like, you are a useful moron. Unless you're, you know, advocating for yourself. I don't know. So there's that.
Okay.
She says, Vosh, where are we now?
9.
9, okay.
Bausch, where
She
are
says
we now?
now, I guess this topic basically quickly came up about it, and I don't know anything about it. I did some research now, but like she says in her video, accusing someone of sharing drawn CP is a serious accusation. She accused me of not taking it seriously. But that's why I was like, I don't want to even engage in this. I'm going to disclose. I know Chris. I like Chris. I have a good relationship with him. I don't know anything.
Yeah, from what I remember about the Chris thing is that when the Keffals took screenshots that Chris had said, out of context when they were actually mocking somebody who was like into lolly, apparently. But then the picture of that she had of like the shade based thing was weird. I'll say that. Hopefully it was just like some crude joke. But it is certainly weird.
Fuck. You know, the problem is like I think just because I knew her,
It's the same name.
it's the same name, and I haven't really met her since she transitioned.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe when she first transitioned, she was okay with going by.
I think at first she went by all pronouns, and then just when it happened,
All right, we get it. You accidentally misgendered Chris. Who cares? Move on.
correct herself and everyone.
Because like
else.
other, yeah, it's just whatever. It's a dumb mistake. I'm trying my best here, guys. I can't do much with my brain. Once I have a mental image of somebody in my brain, I can't change it. Like I'll say the same name wrong for like 3 years. That's really-
I feel that. That's why I feel like I wouldn't be able to sleep with a trans one when I knew that what they looked like as a guy. You know, because they are a woman. I get that, but it would just be kind of weird. You know what I mean?
Like we'll have a person that named I'll just make it up Cynthia, and Ethan decided that her name is Tiffany, and he will every time ask me about Tiffany, and I'm like who is Tiffany? There's no Tiffany.
You've been calling me Zeke for years.
No. That's why, because I spell it wrong, you saying?
No, I'm just
He's fucking
Okay. Z-A-C-H.
Zach.
Jeff and Mark.
That's how you spell it, Zach.
Yeah, I know.
It's just
Zach. Zach.
You guys remember Zach Nobel? An anime I just remembered I watched as a kid on Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. So I don't remember the specifics of it, but I remember the scene where the robot was like, I can't play guitar. And then somebody played guitar. And then he learned instantly because he's a robot or something. Am I right about this? Am I right about what the fuck this is?
Joel.
Yeah.
All right, go on. An artist that I guess Bosch is friends with.
Zach Bell.
Drew CP of Keem's daughter.
Disgusting.
Shortly after this point in the stream, Ethan Klein was corrected.
Okay, so
Zach Bell.
Which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Not shortly after, immediately after.
Yeah, it was right after.
It wasn't shortly after. This was all part of the same conversation. It wasn't like we let that linger. This was like, I don't even know if there's any cut between these two.
There
Maybe
is
a few seconds.
There is. No, there is. But we also preface by saying
Konami,
Keemstar just
Zach
mentioned
Bell.
this to us like right before we went live.
Yeah.
And then she shows the clip of you saying that you don't know anything about it, so you're not.
I don't remember that. You guys remember Big O? It's another one too. How do you like that? I had to throw it out though. I can't watch it anymore because there might be a lolly in it. So I can't watch it anymore.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, there was an artist that drew some lolly that supposedly Chris.
That was like Asian Batman. You know, it's pretty cool.
From Mr. Beast's crew shared that same artist drew Keem's daughter.
And then after finding out it was Chris from Mr. Beast who was friends with the Lolicon artist and not Bosch Tipster Eye, he just simply stopped caring and just...
Do you want me to be serious about this or not? Because I'm accusing you guys of stuff when I have like a literal mountain of evidence. Chris, I just found out about these,
that was
these claims.
that was not even part of our conversation, research, anything. It was the first time we even heard about it.
So she wants me to, on both hands, be quick to judge and also be careful to judge.
Dismissed it all.
Oh, it's got nothing to do with Bosch or Tipster or anything?
So it was all...
I heard him say that they were friends.
Yeah, no, he kind of...
What's happening? We done pushed? What is this?
Yeah.
Did we cut it off?
Yeah.
Why did they stop it?
That guy's a fucking freak.
Yeah.
Did we cut it off?
Yeah.
Must have, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But just don't show the screen for the next.
All right, so I'm pulling up she showed the Twitter profile on her video of this dude, Shadman, who is the lolly artist in question.
Oh, they cut it for that. Gotcha.
Who apparently drew a picture of Keemstar's daughter, which is, of course, vile beyond expressing.
True.
Yeah, I'm going to replay. But what is wrong with you, Keffals? Why did you show that image? Like, you're disgusting. Why did you put that on screen? She showed...
I think she censored it, just from what I remember.
Like his Twitter banner, which I was like, yo, I don't want to show that.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did
But it doesn't make sense not to want to promote that, or either directly or indirectly.
you put that in your video, you freak?
You freak.
Here, let me go back and play it.
Whoa.
Somebody, an artist that I guess Bosch is friends with,
are gooning.
Drew CP of Keem's daughter.
Disgusting.
There was an artist shared.
With the Lolicon artist and not Bosch Tipster Eye, he just simply stopped caring and
Yeah, Big O was Batman with a giant robot. Yeah, the Asian Batman. That's what Japanese people have robots. That's just the thing. It's pretty cool.
dismissed it all.
Oh, it's got nothing to
Kind of linked.
Where Chris Tyson from the Mr. Beast crew was a
Just don't
longtime
try to
fan
get-
of Shadman, an infamous
No, it's not
Lolicon.
Well, you know why? You know why it's okay that Chris Tyson looked at Lolicon? Because I love her chicken nuggets. My favorite chicken nuggets, Tyson. They're the best.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
There's a part right after that as well. Don't show.
Yeah.
Who made NSFW art of real underage girls, including Keemstar's daughter. Shadman is an evil person, first and foremost, for making me feel bad for
Oh,
Keemstar.
Tenchi Muyo. Yup, the lightsaber. I remember that. I remember that cat-looking girl. She was hot. But that was when I don't know how old she is. But I was a kid when I watched it, so you can't fault me.
Or possibly.
Oh wait, this one. I thought we thought this one was hot. Wait. Gotta look it up. Characters. Age.
So
Ages.
what this tweet shows
All right.
is a tweet from Chris Tyson, and she's got.
I think she's 16. Fuck, dude. This website is horribly made. Oh no, dude! It's over. It's over. Fuck. He's 16 or 17. She's 17. Oh wait, no. Her real age is 5,000. All right, this one's age is 20. That's who I meant I had a crush on when I was a 14-year-old boy. This one was always gross. Fucking Sasami. 8? No, thank you. This bitch is 23. I liked her too. What the fuck? Physical age 12, real age 20,000? Dude, stop. Wait, this has Lolly in it. Throw it away. Oh, wait, the 8-year-old's actually 708 years old. We're okay. We can watch it. We can look at that. Oh, my God. Oh my God, dude. What the fuck? What the hell is all? What is this? What a weird show. Isn't that one of those shows where like the guy's a loser, but then all the girls are like, I want to fuck this guy. And, you know, it's like one of those things for a bunch of like losers that can't get girlfriends so they get be attracted to.
From this artist that she bought, so she's pretty committed to supporting the artist. That's clear from this. This picture was from like 2017, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's 16, but okay.
I believe it's
I almost guarantee you it's from 2016 only because I looked at it yesterday.
2017. It may have been 16.
Like the Keffals video.
Just confirm.
Bro, you know, get my cat girl straight, dude. You know, cat girl was hot. The cat girl from Darkstalkers.
Still, Chris was 21 at the time, but yeah, but it's okay. We're good.
Just misspoke.
Yeah. I'm not gonna show you guys. It's depicting a really young girl. You know, it's disgusting. And the tweet says, "Bonus fidget spinners to really throw in some extra autism," and tag the artist Shadbase. So, and this is after apparently the controversy that this artist had with drawing.
Gotta look up her
Kingstar's
age.
Daughter. This guy, by the way, is in jail for assault with a deadly weapon, I believe.
Really, the artist?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're currently in jail. They got arrested in 2021.
She's 18,
really
guys.
gross. So here's the thing.
And cats have different years. So I think I don't know what it is. I know dogs is 7, so maybe it's actually like 50.
I'll let Keffals continue, and then I'll address this.
I don't know what I'm doing.
But proudly displayed it in her living room. An Internet Archive one still shows when in 2016, Chris tweeted, "Nothing gets my knob cranking like some lolly." But
yeah, you know what? Vosh says that shit like every day for the past 20 years.
Oh, Jesus.
I guess Ethan approves of cranking your knob to lolly.
Really?
Since he dismissed all of this and began praising Chris.
I like Chris. He's she. Fuck. I'm sorry. She's a girl. Yeah, she's okay. Whatever. Great person. I've spoken with her and I really like her. I've met her a few times. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I haven't looked into it.
But that's a problem, isn't it? It's beneficial for Ethan to attack Bosch.
God,
Bosch
you're
has a
so
smaller
fucking dumb.
I feel like it would make Ethan money to go after Chris from Mr. Beast too, no? So why wouldn't he want to do that?
It's like she made this video obviously really fast.
Plus, Ethan's like has a hate boner for Mr. Beast, like an annoying hate boner. It makes me like not. It's annoying as shit. It's just like weird, like making fun of him for dating girls. Okay, cool stuff, man. So I mean, I feel like that would be within his purview to do.
It's 37 minutes long, and it's like 2 days out.
Unless he's so afraid of trans people that he won't criticize them. He just knows that no trans people don't support Keffals because I don't know.
After it would take a considerable amount of prep and research to actually do a thoughtful, coherent defense. In my opinion, based on I've used to do these videos, it took me a lot of work to prep. She obviously just shit this out and is unaware of the arguments she said in part A.
You didn't do any work, Ethan. Stop. Your fucking guys did the work. Okay, you paid them for it. Which, by the way, based. Wish I had that too, but
And that are totally contradict the arguments you make in part C. I'm disclosing my relationship with Chris, and I'm saying that I don't know anything about this. Again, taking these allegations seriously, which is why I'm accusing you of defending Vosh.
By the way, did Chris acknowledge this since, or was
I think so. I think Chris apologized for it like a while ago, kind of moved on. So
that ever like some conversation that was?
From what I know, I don't believe Chris has shared anything like this since. I don't know if she's talked about it.
Pretty sure they apologized. I could be wrong though.
I don't know.
I'll look into it.
But again, I don't know. I'm not familiar. But like, is it gross? Yeah, it's fucking gross. Of course it is. I mean, it's gross. But here's the difference. From what I understand, is Chris did this once 6 years ago, and maybe she got help. Maybe she came to realize that it was gross and not okay, and maybe she doesn't consume it.
I could have swore it was 8 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was 8 years ago.
Or talk about it anymore, and it happened one time, which is gross and disgusting. I made it so clear when talking about Vosh. The problem is, if it was one time or 2 or even 3 times, we could write it off. You know, we could overlook that. But it's not. It's like 20, 30, 40 times. I said that in our original video, and that's the difference between Chris and Vosh. Again, I'm not super familiar. I've looked a little bit into it. It's really.
I haven't seen the lolly photos Vosh had. Was a 16-year-old YouTuber girl. I think that there were 2 big ones, 2 big points of contention. You can correct me if I'm wrong. One was one of them was like a picture that was from like an actual artist that draws this type of content over and over again. But one of them, and this might be the one, was like, yeah, that 16-year-old VTuber, I guess. That's the age of the VTuber or whatever, or the character, but the character looks like they're like 10 years old. So that's what Lolly is. You know, when it's like, oh, they're actually 1,000, but they really look like they're 10, you know?
It's disgusting. But maybe she's grown and learned and not doing it, which is all I ask of Vosh, frankly. You know?
Our platform, and so do Tipster and I. We can't fight back. But if he were to have similar energy for Chris, who Mr. Beast defends vehemently, it would have consequences for him. The Mr. Beast channel is, after all.
So is she saying Chris is a pedo? Like, what is she?
Well, what she's doing is saying that Ethan's punching down for easy wins. That's all that they're doing.
Trying to say something about
saying you're a hypocrite for not going after Mr. Beast for employing Chris.
But it seems like she...
While also pushing this victim narrative that they're a small content creator, so there's nothing that they could ever say, even if they're right, that would prove them otherwise, you know?
There's something interesting happening here. I understand that's her point. But she's saying...
But I mean, hey, listen, like I've went up against bigger content creators than myself before, and I've come out the other side doing pretty well. I'd say Def Noodles is one example of that. I'm not trying to dunk on the guy or anything. I'm just saying. So, you know, if you're right, yeah, I think we could see that.
I mean, in a sense, she's saying Vosh has Tron CP on his hard drive. If Chris has shared this Tron CP, and these situations are now analogous, then Vosh also has Tron CP. She's saying these are the same.
True that.
You're gonna defend Chris, then you defend Vosh because they both consume Tron Child CP. So Keffals is on one hand trying to expose my hypocrisy, but she's also saying, like, I know Vosh consumes Tron Child CP, and I defend him.
Yeah. So you remain consistent on what you think is okay and not, and she does not.
This Keffals lady is not very bright.
So she's calling Chris out.
Yeah, I feel like she's calling Chris out. I do.
Oh, the second largest channel on the entire platform.
I thought he's number one. Why would you denigrate Mr. Beast like that? Did somebody pass Beast?
T-Series. T-Series, dude.
T-Series is still more than Beast?
I think so.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Wow.
T-Series.
Wait, how many does T-Series have?
259 million.
That's like a huge percentage of all of India, I feel like. I mean, I know there's a lot of people living there.
It's quite popular.
But that is a lot of folks.
Mr. Beast definitely gets consistently
I don't think I'd want to live in India. I don't know if the food's that great. I've seen the TikToks, you know.
I reviews though.
Anything's going away, so.
Beast is gonna crush T-Series.
That's crazy.
Let's go.
By Ethan's logic, anyone who enjoys lolicon wants to have sex with children.
That's according to Vosh's logic, you dummy. He's the one that said that verbatim, you moron, you fool, you loser, you're embarrassing.
Question: simulated child porn lolly stuff. I think it's pretty sussy.
It's pretty sussy, baby.
I think that if you have an interest in that sort of stuff, you should definitely be checking yourself as to why. You know, like the thing that really bothers me about this shit, apart from the fact that anytime you want to look at like hentai on a hentai site, you have to like negate the tag lolly and thus.
Oh my god, he got psyoped into liking lolly by looking at hentai, guys. I figured it out.
50% of the site's content.
Wash is a victim.
The thing that bothers me is people who pretend there's no relationship whatsoever between like.
Dude, Indian street food I'm talking about. It's dirty as hell, man. I mean, I guess any street food would really be dirty as hell. Although I feel like New York street food's not that bad. It's just like overpriced hot dogs.
Drawn lolly shit and actual attraction to children. Of course, there's a relationship.
He's speaking from knowledge. We found out.
Okay.
Take it from me.
Okay.
That's the end.
Okay.
Why did she show
Why is
this?
she showing this? That's what we're saying.
We've all jerked at the
I mean,
lolly.
basically, he's right.
And then he also said, go ahead, Zach.
So what's her
We've
point?
all jerked at the lolly at some point or another.
So there's that part. Or he just did like a transitive property. Therefore, I want to fuck kids. Like it's like a clean. Oh, she cut out the first part. That was the transitive property. He says, everyone jerks at the lolly. People who are attracted to lolly are attracted to children. Therefore, we can conclude that he's attracted to children. But
Some of these girls look pretty young. Okay.
So what is her point here? I'm so confused.
I watch lolly. And people who watch lolly. She's just coming
Oh,
for
so this
Chris.
is just about Chris. But what about Vosh?
That's what's so weird.
But this is about Vosh.
But she's coming for Chris for doing the same thing Vosh did. Or actually, what Vosh did is worse. I mean, well, it was more frequent. It was more frequent. Yeah, I don't know if it was worse. It was more frequent. But again, so you're coming after Chris, but you're defending Vosh. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Chris enjoys lolicon. She's arguably one of the largest trans public figures in the world. Host to a channel that is beloved by...
It's an interesting claim. Maybe. I don't think so, though.
Who cares? I said that clip.
Yeah, so Keffals did not show this part, right?
As by now, we've all jerked at the lolly at some point or another. We've all. Well, you don't have a penis. We have all.
Oh my god, it's Dead Cells. Epic. I like Hades. Is unironically and empirically the best roguelike game ever. I can't wait for Hades too.
His girlfriend's like, I think he's talking to his girlfriend at the time. I haven't. No, shut up. You don't have a dick.
At some point,
you don't understand how depraved us men are.
Which is also kind of a weird statement on its own.
Very, very.
I've been going fucking crazy on some hentai site, and we've been fucking stroking as hard and fast as we can.
No, man, I keep saying this, but I've never had that problem happen. But I have had the problem where I'll watch a good video, if you know what I'm saying, and then I'm about to finish, but like hit the climax, climb the mountain, and then all of a sudden they cut to the dude's face going, ugh, you know, that's a devastating blow. That's a traumatic experience. It's pretty fucked up. That's in my opinion.
Go back, look over our history chat, and we go like, oh, geez.
Oh, boy.
Some of these girls look pretty young. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
So you saw this, and he says, I don't give a fuck. So Keffals, you saw this because you watched that part. You cut this out. And then you're also okay with this clip. You don't think this clip poses any issues with you morally.
Oh, boy.
Oh, gracious.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
The sound you make when you,
Yes.
that's the sound you make when you realize you were jerking it off to CP.
Oh, boy.
That's a sound I haven't made.
Okay.
Oh, it's the other guy.
That's crazy, though. That's crazy.
Okay.
50 Cent.
Millions of children. Where is this energy for protecting kids, Ethan? Or do you not care about children?
Where's
You
your
only
energy
care
for
about
Vosh?
You don't care about children, do you?
I don't care about children. I don't like kids. I'll like my own kids, but other kids just find them insufferable. They yell at restaurants. They make everything so disturbing. The only good thing about kids is it's funny when they fall and hurt themselves. Those are my favorite channels on Instagram and stuff, you know.
What is this logic where you can't go after someone for doing a bad thing without going after everyone that's doing a bad thing? Doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's almost like a bit.
Yeah,
doesn't
it's like a
seem
meme.
serious.
Yeah, no, it's so weird.
It's like the joke where it's like, oh, well, you complain about having low wages, yet you live in society. Interesting.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's like, you know.
I also love she's trying to push that you're not going after Chris because she's part of Mr. Beast's gang. Did she not know how much we talk about Mr.
I
Beast
shit
on
on,
the show?
dude, I shit on Mr. Beast more than anyone on the internet.
See, I told you, dude.
Nobody would dare go against the Beast. I'm a fan. I watch all of his videos with my boys. They love the Beast. But we goof on the Beast regularly here. And it's at love because I would never go against Jimmy. He'll crush me. His fans will literally fucking, bro.
I mean, wouldn't that prove Keffals' point? But yeah, it's weird when I watch him cover fucking Mr. Beast. It's bizarre.
No. All hail Mr. Beast. No, but I don't think Mr. Beast is actually a bad guy at all. I think he's just so over the top sometimes it's funny. And
I mean, you platformed that fucking psychopath woman onto the channel that was like, Mr. Beast changed the outcome of everything and he's a liar. And then you were like, oh my God, just rectify her scenario. That was fucking insane. And I don't know if they're all goofs, but hey, listen, I also don't care. All right, Mr. Beast has enough of his own problems, bro. Look at that mustache, man. It's fucked up.
I like the Beast and acknowledge how silly it is. I think he seems by all accounts a good dude. And he's a massive content.
No, I don't think Ethan calls Mr. Beast a pedophile now. What the fuck are you talking about?
Creator, and he doesn't really have any controversies with like weird sexual stuff. The controversies that have come out have been kind of pretty tame, you know? Like he was mean to one of his video editors. And then
good.
Boss.
Yeah, and then also Rosanna says that he fudged the outcome. But like these are forgivable things. You know what I mean? This is not impugning him. Anyway, I don't care.
Hacking low-hanging fruit they can't fight back. I find this selective moral outrage to be rather telling.
Why can't Vosh fight back? What did she say? Vosh can't fight back?
Low-hanging horsecock is what I'm saying, dude.
To the fact.
What do you mean by that?
Also, are we
just because he wants to fuck childs doesn't mean he is a child. He can defend himself. That's a joke. I don't know if he wants to fuck kids. Although according to his logic, he does.
I think he just wanted to be the horse, you know.
And people who watch Lolly,
figures in the world. Host to a channel that is beloved by millions of children. Where is this energy for protecting kids, Ethan? Or do you not care about children?
I don't care about kids.
And only care about attacking low-hanging.
I only care about attacking your friend Vosh, a low-hanging fruit who's incapable of defending himself as a pretty large content.
I mean, doesn't that guy have like 400,000 subs? Why? How is he a low-hanging fruit? He's gotten more than enough of a platform to protect himself, defend himself if he really wanted to. Right? How do you spell Voosh? Right? 459K. Shut the fuck up! All right, so we got 459K. I feel like he's more than capable of defending himself. No.
Trader.
Who's known for arguing with people.
He's the debate.
Right. He can't defend himself. He's just a poor little small creator.
He's a big creator who posts a lot of views. Yeah, and he's like super smart, articulate guy who's known for debate. So, sorry, but I'm gonna give you a fat L.
Selective moral outrage to be rather telling. It either points to the fact that you don't care about child abuse, or that you only care about it when you can use it to feather and
See, this is what pedo jacketing is, by the way. Like the claim that Ethan doesn't care about child abuse. This is pedo jacketing. I would say it's more within the category, of course, obviously, than what Ethan is doing to Vosh.
People you don't like. When you can easily.
I like Vosh.
Yeah, we didn't have enough for Vosh.
I've only ever said nice things about him.
Man.
We got a donation from Bizarro Keffals.
You should have had Vosh do the Streamy Awards with you, dude.
It's a Bizarro Keffals, right? Keffals, oh, no. It's from Gothic. Keffals is like, oh, you're against pesos?
Pedos.
Oh, they wrote pesos. I was like, oh, you're against pedos? Name every pedophile.
Yes, that's so funny.
I'm getting there. Give me time. I'm looking into this creator Keffals. She's sus. Just because she defended Bob.
Did we cover the new tipster video? What's the new tipster video? What is that? I don't know. What?
There's a comment here. Ethan, take Ela to Italy.
Oh,
Italy?
take Ela to Italy. You miss 100% of the jokes you don't make, guys.
Or Italy. Because there's a restaurant named Italy.
No, the country.
Oh, you want me to take? Okay, sure, yeah. When are we going to do that, genius? I wish I could just take Ela to Italy, sure. Before or after we have a baby.
Those Italians, I love you.
I mean, you guys got a lot of money. I would do that shit. I do. My wife and I going on vacations. Hopefully I can make. Hopefully this is my big year, dude. We're gonna say it every year until it happens, and then we're gonna keep saying it. My wife and I talked about going to like Europe. Italy's over there, right? It's all in the same place. It's all small. It's like the size of Texas. So we're gonna do like a 2-week, and then just be done with the entire shit-stained fucking little UK, whatever it is. I don't really care about the geography of those countries because they're not really very important. You know what I mean? The most important country is America. Second most important country is Japan because they have sushi. I like sushi a lot. That's it. Those are the only 2 important countries, I think. Maybe Mexico for some good spices. They're pretty good too. Those are my top 3 countries: America, Japan, Mexico. Actually, no. I'm gonna go with El Salvador, because I've worked with a lot of people from there. They're pretty good guys. So America, Japan, El Salvador. Those are my top 3. Okay.
We love the Italians. Hassan was in Italy. He told me the pizza there sucks and it's overrated.
I don't believe him.
Lena studied in Italy for like 3 months.
Really?
Yeah.
How's the pizza?
How's the pizza?
It was nice. We ate at the first pizza place in the world, actually, in Florence.
Was it good?
Yeah, I could do some Caribbean countries. Aren't they hot? I don't like the heat, man. I don't do well with that.
So,
I don't remember.
obviously not that good.
Am I rage baiting? I'm not kidding. What the fuck are you talking about?
Because you know what they do? They have like these little flatbreads and they do like a little. They're not. They're very coy about it. They
That
got a
sounds
little
good to me.
sauce,
See, he says they're very quiet about it.
a little cheese. It's like a little toast.
So good to me.
You know, it sounds like bullshit.
Yeah,
Sounds like you guys don't know what you're talking about.
They're very
Americans cooked
kawaii
something
about
good
it.
and made it great.
Yep, that's right. Like we always do.
We go big, baby.
That's right, baby.
I'm not going pizza. I'm going for pasta.
Boost.
I'm going to beach.
Come on,
Come
you guys.
on.
Come on.
Yeah,
The
forget
pizza
about
is
it.
Whatever.
There's Italians in LA.
And I eat there all the time. I mean,
Dude, America rules. Fuck anyone who says otherwise. Look at
Yeah, dude.
Look what we turned bullshit pizza into. Nobody cared about pizza before America got it.
Good luck seeing everything in Europe in 2 weeks. You have no idea about it. Just want to be clear. When I say I want to see everything, all the important stuff, like most of your country is not, or your continent, or whatever. It's not continent, whatever. I don't care. Most of that area is unimportant. Okay, the important stuff is Disney, and then driving through the countries and going, okay, and that's it. There's nothing that's really there that's interesting. Okay, you guys are boring as shit. What do you want me to get some of your Chinese with curry sauce? What am I supposed to go see Bevo and Elphaba? I mean, maybe I see Brittany Simon. Probably that's probably the only thing I really do. What are you saying? America's not a country. America is the country. Okay, what's important to me? Food. Being home. That's important to me. I'm going to go to all the countries with a Disney in it because I'm a Disney adult. And if you're new here, that's what you're in for, okay?
We took crackers and marinara and made something beautiful.
That's exactly what happened. Dude.
Yeah.
Now it's the most beloved dish around the world. Everywhere, everybody orders pizza. Do they give you a cracker with marinara? No. They
Just
bring you an American pie,
to let
smothered
everybody
in
know.
mustard,
The best pizzas from New York, by the way.
the cheese,
You
and
haven't
beautiful
been to
marinara.
Italy and you haven't tried it.
Damn, I've heard.
Pick up Chinese, baby.
You know what they do in Italy? Those dumbass Italians. They take the meatball and they
Watch
put it
your
on
language.
They put it on the. I'm Italian. I can say the dumbass. I'm an Italian myself. They take the meatball and they put it on the side.
This guy looks like a fucking hippie. No Italian would claim him from Italy. What are you talking about?
They don't. America.
Oh, I love
we mix
that.
it together. That's American ingenuity.
Why
right
do you
there.
love that?
Right.
I
It
don't know.
should be mixed together. Here, let me look up pizza in.
Yeah, just so you guys know, if you're ever making one of those, what are they called? those little things. I'm thinking Hot Pockets, but I'm actually not thinking I'm saying Hot Pockets. I'm thinking of the things that you get at the store, and they usually have like a meat, a cheese, a cracker. Then they also have a candy in them, and then they have the pizza ones where they have like the 3 pieces of bread, and then the marinara sauce, and then the cheese in there, and it's for kids. Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't remember the name of it. I don't know why. I'm thinking Elio's, but that's just a brand of pizza. But anyway, if you get those, just so you know, you mix them. If you just mix the cheese and the Lunchables, thank you. You take the Lunchable. If you just mix the cheese with the sauce and you kind of just swirl it around, you could just use it as a paste to put it on top of the bread. Boom, done. Boom, done. It's best.
From Italy.
Please bring me pizza.
No, let me type authentic pizza from Italy.
It was my BBTV pitch to go to Milan.
Right.
Just saying.
These look good.
This looks so
This
good.
looks like bullshit. What the fuck are you serving me? Now that's
Well,
fine.
maybe
I eat
it's somebody
that.
who doesn't want cheese. I don't know.
I'd crush that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, I've had pizza like this. I like it.
It's called Nipple.
What the hell is a dinnerable? Shut up. That's an adult Lunchable where you just go to the store and get deli meat from the department. You sit there and make, what do you call them? Bologna and cheese cigars, we used to call them. Okay.
It's like, why do the little dumpling cheeses? Let's be precise about
gorgeous.
it. Let's spread those motherfuckers out. Because when they
It's
do like
giving like handmade, like
Listen,
not
I made all
good.
these rubby
little hands in there. And I'll touch my food.
It's lazy.
And
They're like, let me put,
lazy.
I'm gonna put a little dollop here, a dollop there, so that when you take a bite, all the cheese comes off at once.
No,
right.
you just don't get it. You don't get
together.
it.
That is good advice. I know.
Kind of slides
No,
off
it's
as
because
one
they
layer.
celebrate the purity of each ingredient and like
Oh, they're celebrating
each
purity in Italy,
ingredient
all right.
shine.
We don't.
Racial
We don't
purity.
bring that up.
Yeah, we go.
All right,
Yeah,
that
Italy's crazy, man.
was good though. But obviously, if you want to talk to me,
Listen, maybe I'll hate it.
let's
We
look
gotta
at,
go to find
let's
out.
look at
We gotta
Doughbrick.
go.
Doughbrick pizza
No.
is where pizza came to be absolutely annihilated.
Ew.
Now this is a pie. Am I
That-
wrong? Look at that.
That's
Every
the pie I
inch.
have no interest in eating.
That looks nasty.
All right, what the fuck is this, dude? Get back to the Keffals stuff. I'm over the bit. All right. All right.
We talked about this. TeddyFresh.com has no free shipping on all orders on the U.S. domestic.
It says Keffals Teddy Fresh. I don't know why it says Keffals Teddy Fresh. Oh, okay. Oh, they're just okay. I got you. There's because Keffals talked about Teddy Fresh.
Free shipping on everything. People are getting super pissed at us for this too, which is crazy. I love this way. It says we made this.
Is there any more? That matters? Is there any more? Oh, here we go. Back to the video.
Coconuts from Barbados.
Go ahead. Let's talk about
People
Teddy
are
Fresh.
okay with this type of child abuse, but they're not okay with this type of child abuse.
Oh, I'm okay at all of it. I'm just kidding. Yeah, guys, you have to be okay with either all of it or none of it. Either you know what I mean? Listen, I like my computer too much. Sorry, guys.
I think the reason why this hits such a nerve is
It's
actually
because we like Tron. Oh, sorry. I don't know if that's why.
No, they're saying
much
hit a nerve for
deeper.
you.
Oh, hit a nerve for me. Yeah. Okay. Why did this hit a nerve?
Abuse.
But I think the reason why this hits such a nerve is actually something much deeper, relating to Teddy Fresh, a
butthole?
luxury clothing brand owned by.
Is that much deeper?
Oh shit.
I mean, she makes it sound like it's some repressed childhood memory. It's much deeper. It's
No, it's a conspiracy, Ethan. You don't understand, you silly little goose.
the company he talked about every day. It's not deeper.
Fila that uses your platform as a vehicle for selling merchandise. If you go to the
Oh,
ethics and
God.
sustainability section of their website, it says, at Teddy Fresh, it is
Oh,
essential that all our
God.
production partners pass stringent audits to ensure our facilities
Oh,
are abiding by
jeez.
and surpassing the global standards for ethical labor practices. These third-party auditors include RAP, SMETA, and Am4AB
So dramatic, the slow zoom in.
SCI, who certify there is no child labor or unfair labor practices. No, on the surface, it seems fine,
God.
but let's take a deeper look, because nothing is as it seems.
Nothing.
I can't believe they found our secret page.
Well, yeah, I think that two of the three of them have had like a rough pass. One of them's rough pass was like from 25 years ago. I feel like they're making a solid effort to try to reduce the amount of potential abuse that goes into acquiring their materials by working with these programs or institutions.
On Teddy Fresh. We've been trying to hide that for years.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're proud to say that we're doing everything we can to make sure our supply lines are suffering free, and they are.
Let's take a deeper look. Let's look at this short
RAP stands
Wikipedia
for
article.
Worldwide Responsible Accredited Production, an organization.
I mean, they might not be, but I think that they're doing more than I would say most, or maybe this is the industry standard now. I don't know. To make sure that they source themselves their stuff well. I'm surprised she didn't go with the like, oh, you're stealing designs argument or something. You know. I don't know. How long until Ethan and Hila use AI art for their shirts? Who knows?
Wrap
based
it
in
up.
Arlington, Virginia, whose stated aim is promoting safety.
How long until they use AI art to help you make porn? You know, I mean, like the video stuff. Is that a thing that I could look at? That'd be kind of cool. Keffals and Tipster kissing video, 1 minute long. What the fuck?
Lawful, humane, and ethical manufacturing around the world. However, their work has been described by commentators as undermining local labor rights organizations.
Is she? Oh, she's quoting this. Okay, its work has been. So this is your research. Its work has been described by commentators in 2000. It was established in 2000. It's 24 years old.
With some organizations in the early 2000s that advocated against sweatshops, describing rap as an industry-driven effort to avoid scrutiny. A report by the Toronto-based Magilla Solidarity Network showed that rap's board is dominant.
What is the Magilla Solidarity Network? Is that like the Haga Nagila? Haga Magilla?
What? Where's the connection you're drawing there?
It's the Haga Magilla.
Haga, it's Hava.
Hey, no child slaves. Hey, no work alone. Hey, we got fair wages. Hey, no human suffering. Hey.
My wife doesn't know I'm taking a break. In a little bit, I think we'll be good. Maybe somewhat soon.
Hey. Thanks, Zach.
He's on
Made
board
by
with
industry representatives, has no provision for public disclosure of any problems found in factories, or even where factories are located, has a labor code similar to anti-union right-to-work legislation in some U.S. states, and only encourages manufacturers to apply self-imposed, environmentally conscious practices. Looking into this further, an article in The Nation written by Alex Dubrow on April 17,
2001, again, like
Oh,
fucking hell.
2001.
It's like, geez, find something at least a little more recent.
talks about the vice chairman of RAP.
Because now, as I understand,
Of rap? Kanye, the vice chairman?
this is in 2001. It was founded in 2000. I don't know the history of the organization, and frankly, I don't even care to defend them. But I know one thing about them is that they're considered the gold standard in this field for making sure your factories are performing ethically. So I don't know if they've improved.
Industry standard.
Yeah, industry standard. So like, I don't know if they've improved since then, probably. If their reputation today is better, these companies we chose are the industry standard, and that's why we work with them.
I love that she's showing that we are actually trying.
Yeah. But beyond that,
Thank you.
her research is pretty surface. I'll say that too. It's like, did you know that I found one short paragraph on
Yeah.
Wikipedia that
It
says
seems
things?
like a 5
But
minute.
yeah, but she got upset and she just wanted to make a response video to try to like, see, Ethan's a bad guy. I feel like some of the motivation, maybe for a lot of people, and I think Jake Doolittle is kind of the one that popped the bubble, is like the like criticizing Ethan will get you brownie points on the internet. And that doesn't mean that there aren't things to criticize, but some people will just kind of like go after them, even when there's nothing to really criticize. We see creators doing it all the time. So maybe Keffals felt like she could just kind of get a virtuous win from like the Ethan hate. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, that kind of thing that she came up with.
I don't know. I personally, if I was Keffals, I would have just said, "Hey, Vosh is my friend. He's not a bad guy," and I wouldn't have spoke on it further, and I wouldn't have argued all day on Twitter. But clearly, she has some kind of a obsession with arguing with people on Twitter. It's like an addiction. I don't understand it. Like goon to porn or something. Do something more productive with your time. It doesn't make you money going on Twitter and just like melting down. I feel like that's just brain rot. Go do something productive. Get a hobby. Do nothing is more productive than sitting on Twitter all day. It's not good for your mental health, honestly, I don't think. Like, go do something. Put energy into, like, other things, building your platform. You're sitting there and it's like, guys, I'm trying to get my... Because I think she's trying to do spooky videos or something. Instead of sitting on Twitter all day, go put effort into your spooky videos or make a TikTok or something. There's the financial avenues on there are actually decent. You know, so establish a presence. Be a content creator. Just stop making Twitter stuff. I don't think it makes any money, does it? Am I doing something productive right now? Yeah, dude, I'm making money, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about?
Doesn't want.
The company was just founded. But, you know, again, I'm not defending them, but I'll say this. We've sent people to the factories to audit them and make sure that everything's on the up and up. And Keffals, if you want to go visit a factory.
What if they just did the same thing as when I think they went to a Shein factory in another country and it looked so good, but it was actually not good.
In China? Go. I'll give you the address. And
snoop around.
Should I fund it? Maybe I'll fund it. I don't know. Just go to China.
Pay for a trip to China? I'll go do it.
Just to see the factory, and I'll
like, not unironically, even if you did pay for a trip to go to China to see the factory, it's not gonna. We've seen the videos before. I think it was Shein or something, or Temu, or some business did that. They set up like a fake factory to make it seem like everything's great. Like you're never gonna get an honest answer out of it. To be honest with you,
is it to be just only like 2 days?
Okay, that sounds less fun.
Yeah,
still a free trip to China. I don't know.
It's all business.
You have to pay James Bond to like break into the country and take pictures of the fucking take pictures of the factories to see if it's actually good or not.
Yes.
It is though if you want to go then.
But she cares. Go visit our factory. Go now. I'll pay.
Because like there was a bunch of influencers that got in trouble for this, right? That's what it was. You know, so they might not be perfect, you know, but I don't think that's something you would blame Ethan then for. They would blame China for that, no?
Otto Reich, unfortunate last name I know, and how rap was a clothing industry front founded to undermine the growing anti-sweatshop movement. A cursory glance into another one of their auditors, Amphori BSCI, shows that they...
Yeah, very cursory.
Cool, if it's just a glance, so how are you bringing it up?
It's from 2001.
Like, is it
Also
actual
others-
research, or I don't know what we're talking about.
So, no, she's going... Maybe the reason is much deeper, because I know we use child slaves. By having the industry
They yearn for the mines. They yearn for the factories, guys. Their fingers fit into the small materials.
They're auditors.
Share.
And then how would that relate to Vosh too? Like, what's the connection?
Because I'm a hypocrite. Because again,
what is the connection? Hold on,
It's all connected.
Well, because he was talking about child labor, right? So and using that as comparison, and so
basically, Ethan is just trying to hit piece Vosh to take him down because Vosh is the only one that cares about child slavery in other countries that Ethan uses, so that he can make his Teddy fresh. And so Ethan is trying to create this false narrative that Vosh likes child drawn lolly. So that he can deplatform him, because he's actually working for the Chinese government, or the Chinese labor union. I don't know. That's not a thing. I don't think they have labor unions. The Chinese factories, he's paid for by them. That's what it is, dude. How do you like that? I have a really inconsistent stance on child abuse. That's crazy, bro. What is my stance on child abuse, bro? I think it's amazing. I love it when kids get beat up and punched and thrown on the ground. I'm just kidding. What's my inconsistent stance, bro? Let me know.
they think that you were
Make a
upset
video about it, bro.
that he was
Expose me with a video.
comparing child labor to CP.
She's participating and obfuscating the morals of consuming CP, which is an argument we from the beginning and roundly have repeated, that the comparison to child labor, child slavery, whatever.
You stopped yearning for the mines when you were 17. Exactly, because once you turn 17, like, you no longer yearn for the mines. That's why you have to do it as a kid, or else you never get that experience.
Whatever you want to call it. To the production of CP as a consumer goods are concerned is not the same thing. You know what I mean? It's just not, man.
No.
So it's like she's just continuing to obfuscate this really horrible argument that somehow buying chocolate is just as bad as consuming CP, which is nuts.
Only if it's chocolate with almonds in it.
I'm gonna skip the rest, but yeah, she just says the same thing about that other one. Which is the one you want me to add?
Food.
Thank you. Oh, this was really nasty. This was fucked up. I hate when people do this. It's so below the belt.
I want Vosh to drop his response just so we can see more of this content. Exactly. So Vosh drops his response. We respond to Vosh, or we react to Vosh, and then we get to react to Ethan reacting to Vosh, and then like it's amazing.
So fucking gross. But go ahead. She went there for sure.
What the fuck?
It's amazing.
That was a bit nasty.
I mean, I can also be bad faith, you know. Here's a photo of her holding a rifle in her IDF uniform.
Damn. Damn, I cannot believe it, Eli. You're Israeli? Boost.
Wonder what she did with that rifle.
No,
It wouldn't just be bad faith and use out of context shit.
By the way, it doesn't. When you say
You're still doing it.
Well, that's the thing. It's like this really weird. It's like, oh, I'll be out of context. What if you did this? It's like, okay, it kind of defeats the point because you're not even standing on it. It just sounds stupid.
No.
When you say you're being bad faith, it doesn't help your argument.
You're still doing it. So if somebody did something wrong to you, you're gonna go and do that to somebody else too.
Right.
I don't understand the
She's
logic.
taking the high road. You call Vosh a pedophile? Well, you kill Palestinian children.
What?
There it is. Actually, the next part is really fun.
I sent you something. Sorry, before we move on in Discord, I don't know if you want to show this one or just skip it.
Probably. Let me see.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Make that mistake.
She accused me of.
Oh no, yeah, we definitely. This is you getting fucking owned, dude. She got you on this one. So good.
She got me.
We should also show that outrage to Ethan, but it's a cartoon Klein.
No, I just want to say I thought she's hot. That's it. You did it?
Somebody said he was talking about Korra from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Korra is anywhere from 17 to 21, depending on where in the series. So Ethan's actually kind of safe here. Also, Korra isn't drawn to look like an 8-year-old, so Ethan's pretty safe. It's not Lolicon.
She was like a lady. She's not a little girl. She's like a full-blown 17. Fuck. But it's a cartoon.
On the topic of Ethan Klein.
She's right.
Remember when we saw that hot picture of the Twitter bird with the big tits somebody drew and found out that the Twitter bird's only 17? Terrible.
I was clearly talking about Drawn CP. He said it's just a cartoon. We got him. Got him. Dude, listen, Korra's a baddie.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
Oh, you're doubling down. No.
I think.
So we looked it up this morning because we were like, oh shit. In the first season of the show, she's 17. In the later season of the show, she's 21.
Yeah.
She's a baddie.
In book 1, she's 17. I think in book 2, she's 18. And then like in the rest of them, she's like 21 or some shit.
What can you do?
Fuck you.
What can you do?
Well, like,
Yeah, Korra's not CP or Lolicon. Like that's the difference. It's not drawn to look like a child. So like it's not nearly as bad as fucking Medina or whatever. Medea from the Tyler Perry movie or Medina from the Zelda games or whatever.
She's very much like the first one is about a child. This one's about Korra. She's like a grown up. I mean, I don't know what to say. You see the difference in the show. But anyway,
well, all you really have to do is just pull up an.
Also, I think that Korra is probably more physically capable of taking a horse cock. So something to think about, guys.
Image of the character and say, like a child.
Does this look like Lolly?
Right.
Here, let me pull up a picture of Korra.
Or
also, I get defensive of poor Korra because everyone talks shit on hers.
Everyone says it sucks, and it was still a good show.
We liked it.
I couldn't really get through it. I'm not gonna say it sucks. I just say I really couldn't get through it. The original was better. Maybe it just wasn't for me. I don't know.
I liked it a lot. Cool, dude. Yeah.
I watched it first.
I did like.
That's why you think it's good, you stinky goose. I don't know. I'm being stupid.
The other one. Oh, you watched it before?
And me and Neil were like, this is
Wow.
fucking sick.
Yeah.
So here's the Lolicon, apparently.
She
That
does not look young to me in the show, though. I have to say.
she's an adult.
Well, that makes more sense too if you watch the.
Oh, there you have it, guys. Ethan says 17-year-olds are adults, dude. Holy shit, we got him. Smoking gun.
Korra first because that. If I'm not mistaken,
Tyler Perry, The Legend of Zelda. Wow, that'd be fucking incredible.
she's older.
Then Link would truly be a femboy in that. Since Tyler Perry always dresses up like a fucking woman in every one of his movies. That would be incredible.
About all that as well. Right?
Oh.
She's not even in the original show. It takes place like
We
years
watched
later.
Korra first,
Yeah.
and then we went back and watched the original. This is not how she looks. This is fan art. That looks younger than she does. This is what she looks like.
Yeah.
Oh shit, are you seeing this Lolicon fan art of Korra? That's disgusting, Ethan.
Yeah.
Oh my
Dude, she's a baddie, bro.
She's a baddie.
She looks like Hila.
Okay.
Sorry, Eli.
I don't think so.
Apparently, I'm into Lolicon. She does look like Eli.
Yeah, they're both fire.
I don't really think that's true, but okay.
Thank you.
Like, are you gonna call this a child? Shut up, dummy. I see what's on his hard drive. Get real. Yeah, and mostly I'm just defending my girl. I ride for Korra all the way.
Boy.
I love her. I love her.
Oh yeah, would you ride for her like a horse?
She's a great character.
We've all jerked it to Lolly.
No, Bow.
Also, Korra, an LGBT icon.
Whoa, why?
Soft.
What, does she kiss girls or something?
Confirmed. Soft confirmed.
Soft.
They were cowards and didn't make them kiss.
Right.
Bro, I had no idea.
That was like a whole controversy. I think I remember the creators wanted them to kiss and Nickelodeon squashed it, and so they had to settle for holding hands with a little wink wink.
They had to settle for touching each other's feet, unfortunately, because Nickelodeon said the kissing was too far. But they were able to put ketchup all over their feet and smush them together. So I jacked off to that as a kid.
Yeah.
Dude, I finished that show and I loved it. I was raving about it.
Yeah.
And then I read something that Korra's gay. I was like, where
Whoa.
did that happen?
You have to read between the lines because they weren't allowed to be explicit about it.
With the ending, I remember.
Whoa. Oh, are you saying that Korra is a fucking LGBTQ psyop to try to make our kids gay? Oh my god, conservatives, you got to get on this, dude. We're fucked. Guys, we are absolutely fucked. Help, please. We're fucked. Save us, conservatives. I can't, because I cannot save myself. I cannot do it. I'm fucking terrified right now, if I'm being honest with you.
We're like, is this what we think it's supposed to be?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a wink wink.
Wink, wink.
Love him. And by the way, her
Nod, nod.
significant other is also an adult, like an adult. Also a baddie.
She kisses her girlfriend in the comic. Ew. Did they have that on like the hub?
What's her name? Her girlfriend?
I think it's
What was that
Schmingleberg.
character's name?
Let me see.
I don't remember.
I'm looking at Asami.
Asami Soto.
Yeah.
I think she's even older than Cora. Did she?
Oh, did she groom her? What the fuck? How old is Asami Soto?
He's like, look at this, dude. She is bad as it gets. That's like a grown ass woman. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
Here they are.
What's her age?
2 kids. Give me a break. Keffals.
Fine.
I'm
I
saying
want
in
to
the
address
chat that
one
in the
quick.
comic adaptation, they
She's
did.
only 1 year older than Cora. She looks a lot older though. It's weird.
Yeah, we love that. We love that for them. We love love.
Isn't to me.
John says Cora's a garbage avatar. I don't care what anyone says. John.
Ban.
John.
Forever ban.
I'm at least gonna have to give you a timeout for that. Take.
Dude,
Let's do 5
so
minutes.
mean?
Let's do 5 minutes.
Dude, the combat, the way they animated the combat scenes were insane.
Yeah, the
I've ever
animation is
seen.
great.
Animated. It's the coolest fucking animated battle scenes I've seen in any show. I think.
Who cares about the battles, dude? The original Berserk battles aren't that great looking, but that shit's awesome, man. You know what I mean? Literally the best.
So fucking sick.
What the hell?
Stop right now. Take it all back.
Sick.
Yes.
Recognize my trans identity in the situation in order to manipulate people.
Keffals, what do you have to say? It shouldn't be acceptable for people who are supposedly leftist or progressive to pedo jacket trans people. First of all, I didn't say anything about trans people, and the fact that you even brought that up in this conversation is really fucked. Like, why are you? I feel like she's using her trans identity to run defense for
based
for very valid criticism. I didn't say shit about trans people, and I would never. That's a position. That's a position that I loathe.
How did trans people even get into the mix?
From this.
It was
Never
never.
mentioned it.
It was never discussed at all.
You want to talk about bad faith arguments? I mean, give me, you know what I mean? Give me a break. It shouldn't be acceptable for people who are, and what is this shit pedo jacketing? These people have the funniest, silliest, dumbest
Thank you so much for the 1 month small god. Are you going to cover the tipster's response? Maybe. I don't know.
phrases for serious ass shit.
Another word I've never
I'm
heard.
wondering how all
You guys are going to make me.
I will, you know, Keffals, I'm done playing with you. Let's go talk about another pedo.
Yeah,
we talk about somebody who is attracted to children. So last 20 minutes of the show? Because we are almost out of time.
Oh my god! Like, can we talk about like the political and economic state of the
True,
world?
Jaden.
You want to do Bevo update?
I would love to do Bevo. Are you kidding me? I've been asking all week.
There's so many, you guys.
Do we have time now?
You wanna beat it?
It is
Yeah,
a
We only have 20 minutes.
This
It's a lot.
whole sit.
We might need to save it
Oh man.
Should I? I'll do a poll.
because there's a lot there. It's okay. The legend keeps growing.
Wait, how long have we been going? It's 4:40, right?
Yeah, it's almost 3:15. In fact, if you want to beat the traffic,
No, I
just
won't beat the traffic.
All right. It seems like they're done with Keffals.